will just take a second and kind of keep to themselves for a moment because we got this cool intro. I heard there's an operetta in it. There's and that's going
Hey
right
heroes,
now.
Galaxy's
Ooh, that was exciting.
Hey heroes, Galaxy's Edge presents James M. Ward's CrimsonHawk Adventures.
And we're live, or as live as we get around here, so prepare your sword and shield, grab your spells and your curses, and get ready for some undead action today as we gather around the game table for some incredible D&D, especially with jam-packed today with sci-fi writers and all sorts of people in and around the publishing industry, starting with the Crimson DM of Doom. So my next band name, Mr. James M. Ward.
Hey, it's good to be here.
Right on. His number two consigliere, Sir Andrew Scott, being is rolling out as Wordna Phoenix, the mage.
Hail, welcome.
Michael Rothman, rocking the FBI background, playing Levi the Monk.
Welcome all.
And a man who needs no introduction, we have Nick Prometheus Cole, playing the Mighty Thief fighter. How are you, sir?
I am good. Hola to all the people out there today. We have some fun new emoji. That is Nicole in her operetta outfit from a production of, I think it was Pagliacci or something like that. And she is the voice of the Crimson Hawk trailer.
Right on. That thing is just like 7 shades of sexy. That trailer is really good.
What a surprise.
We have Mr. J.R. Handley rocking the wolf-loving Lance Scorpio. How are you, sir?
Doing good. Don't judge, all right? You don't know what you would have done if you were in my place.
Yeah, I never would have gotten cursed as a werewolf. That's for damn sure. We got Mark Kern playing, I hope I say this right, Beyorus. Can you tell us a little bit about him? Because we had a little accident last time.
Yeah, Beyorus is basically the cousin of the long lost Arlen, who met a fate worse than death in the other adventure. Beyorus is a fighter.
I love fighters. They, especially, I know James loves fighters. He thinks they taste like chicken. So,
They do.
Nick, would you like to introduce some of our special guests today?
Well, today we have my partner in crime over at Galaxy's Edge with his partner in crime in their new novel series, Jason Anspach. Why don't you tell us about your other co-partner, Jeff, and then we'll, JR, would you like to introduce our lovely special guest bard today?
I will. All right. So Veronica is the voice of the Empire of Bone saga, and I'm a huge fan of that series as well. And she's done lots of other stuff. She writes with Mercedes Lackey, and she's an all-around fun person on the interwebs. So when I've heard her mention that she did some text-based gaming and that we were looking for different people, we decided to give it a shot. And she rolled, so it's going to be exciting.
Cool.
I think she'll be very sorry that she agreed.
We should let Veronica say hi.
Oh yeah. Hi. Say hi.
There we
Hey,
go.
y'all.
Yeah, that was anticlimactic. I expected singing, chanting, angels in the background,
You're playing
something.
a
There's
bard.
like 3 hours. We'll get there.
All right.
We'll
right on.
get there. That's right.
All right. Yeah, and so then I'm Jason Anspach, and Nick's partner in crime with Galaxy's Edge. Recently released a couple of books with Jeff Chaney, JN Chaney. One of them right here, product placement, King's League. That's
Nice.
That's your fantasy lit RPG comedy. We're really happy about that one. The sequel just came out, and then Wayward Galaxy came out not that long ago as well. Just something to tie our readers over until the next Renegade or Galaxy's Edge can come out. But I'll let Jeff talk about that.
About what? What's
Whatever. Yeah, this is where you plug yourself right here. This is the.
Oh, okay.
Good handover, Jeff.
Well, I'm the author of Renegade Star, The Messenger, The Last Reaper, and a couple other sci-fi series. Jason and I met a couple of years ago. Same time I met Nick, and over 20 books. And then Jason and I had a conversation about working together, and it just kind of blew up from there. So now we've written 3 books, 2 series together, with a plan to do more in the future. But yeah, this is my second D&D session ever. The first one was like a couple of years ago where I sat in on a friend's game, and they just kind of made up a character for me on the spot. But yeah, looking forward to it.
I like The Messenger. Fun series.
We hope that you win.
So before we get rolling, I just want to say a big shout out to SithCon in the chat on Twitch. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Oh my God, 10 gift subscriptions that he just handed out to people in the chat. So
Oh, thank you very much. It's very kind of you.
big huzzah on 3. 1, 2, 3. Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Nice. All right, turn it over to you, James.
No, we're going to turn it over to Andrew so he can give us a little recap.
Right on.
When we last left our heroes, we woke to the sound of drums. Each of the Doomseers found ourselves attacked by giant skeletons. After defeating them, we left the Red Dragon Inn only to see that the town was being plundered by undead, who had the ability to yank our weapons clean from our hands. We made our way to the Temple of Anubis, fighting every step, and defeated the drumming storm giant skeletons. And from there, we learned that the drums had not silenced completely, and we would need to return to the Dark Well in CrimsonHawk Castle.
Dun, 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 dun. Very good, Andrew. Thank you very much. So basically, a cataclysm hit CrimsonHawk City, and these boys are now considered the heroes of the city, and they can get away with almost anything right now. And they know, though, that there is one more set of drums that must be silenced, and they're going to a very difficult spot to do that. And Prometheus is just oblivious to it, saying, just another Tuesday for us.
You notice how he said we'll get away with almost anything?
Yeah, really, exactly right. So now I only need one thing. Beyorus, I need your hit points and armor class.
Same TPK, different day.
44 and AC 2.
Okay, thank you very much.
You
44.
take 46 damage.
So now what's happened now is that our good friend Nick there said, hey, I want to play a game just like Gary's game. And, I played in Gary's game for over 30 years. So I said, hey, I can do this. So I've put together 12 levels now of the CrimsonHawk dungeons, and they now own the Red Dragon Inn in CrimsonHawk City. And so they're about to ride out and fly out to go down the 12 miles to the ruins and find the Well of Souls where they can hear the drum beats the loudest. And so,
and just a little background for everybody, James, you approached us and we're having a marketing meeting next week about maybe turning this into a module for sale, right?
Oh yes, we can definitely do that. I would look forward to that. And actually, I had a slight problem with maps that's been completely solved now. So I'm making my own copywritten maps that are wonderful beyond words.
Sweet. Well, I think it's going to be very fun. Okay, so how do we get to the castle? We all take a flying dragon?
No, only 5 of you can take the dragon, but Andrew has the other group in hand. What are you going to do, Andrew?
After I summon Hemerath, I will cast Mount Spell to allow one person to take a horse. And then it looks like my good friend Lance is going to bring up the rear, followed by Dron, who has his own transportation today.
I'm taking an Uber.
You're calling your giant Falcon Uber?
Yes, yeah. That's a great name for him. I think I shall call him Uber from now on.
So, to avoid copyright infringement, we'll just call him Uber.
There we go.
That's fantastic.
There we go. Yeah.
So is my werependa coming with us?
There's no werepanda. Where'd you get
Penda, like werewolf and dependa.
Your werewolf never leaves your side unless ordered.
Yep. You're not going to have to worry about child support much longer.
Yeah, exactly right.
Just like back on base.
Okay, so off we go, leaving the city behind you, and traveling. But you only travel 3 or 4 miles when you see a band of 5 skeleton archers heading towards CrimsonHawk City.
Can we use one of the casks I told you we were enlarging and launch all missiles?
Well, of course you can. If you want to waste your valuable resources on this, you certainly can, or you can just ride around them.
Well, we have a dragon. We can fly over him.
Well,
I mean, I do have this.
5 of you can.
Yeah.
I do have a handy lance.
You have a very handy. You don't know if it works on creatures that require magical weapons, however.
Solid point.
So, are we going to
I'm going to suggest no, let's go around him.
Okay, we're going to go around him. Very good. So, you travel 3 or 4 more miles, and you see 3 vampires on the ground walking towards CrimsonHawk City.
Oh, those I'm going to drop love on for sure.
So you're going to drop a whole cask of holy water on them.
Less holy water.
Okay, so roll a 20-sided die. All you have to do is roll higher than a 10.
Not bad. 16.
16 hits them all and turns them all into mush.
Is that almost like the sparkly vampires, only not?
No sparkly there, but there is a lot of gas there now.
Some D&D napalm. I like it.
Yes, exactly.
Werner, do you want to harvest some parts for later?
Yeah, if you guys want to collect, those of you who are groundlings, I'd appreciate it.
Okay, so they go down to the gigantic wet spot there on the ground, and they see no pieces of vampire.
That's a hate move.
Right, but is there any jewelry or items that might have fallen?
None of that good stuff. It's all as if it turned to gas and went away.
Any pieces of my former character?
No,
Are these vampires out in the daytime or the nighttime?
Those are out in the daytime. Very good question there, Prometheus.
No,
That's
I'm
very
kidding.
unusual for vampires.
That's not good.
Daywalkers.
Yeah, we should have added
Gingers.
garlic sauce to the holy water. We'll do that next time.
That would have been a great idea. I don't know if it would remain holy though if you did that.
Well, it'd be a little more Italian. That's not bad.
You can bless the garlic.
Yes, that's true. You could bless the garlic. Okay, so we travel on to the ruins of Greyhawk, and we get another 8 miles. So we're almost there when you see a band of at least 20 zombies walking towards Greyhawk City, or CrimsonHawk City.
Man, these guys are in for a rough day at the office.
Yeah, not good.
Somebody's in for a rough day somewhere.
These we can actually touch.
Napalm, or we can just let them be for the moment. Zombies don't move terribly fast.
No, they don't, but these were moving unusually fast for zombies. Probably at a man's fast trot.
Are they
Why
heading in
don't
this
you
particular
do
direction?
dragon torch him?
Oh, that's true. We can give them the gift that keeps on giving. I'll back up and bank a little bit, say about 45 degrees, and try and mow the lawn with those.
Okay, very good. So all you need to do is roll a 5 or higher on a 20-sided die.
And then make the sounds. Brrr, something like that.
That's right. You got to be adding in that sound. 18, Jim.
All right. You kill all the zombies, the poor little guys. Never hurt anybody, and there they are, roasted and dead.
Well, undead.
Good.
Now, do you need any zombie parts for your spells, Andrew?
No, not at the moment. Bone Strike is a good spell, but I need skeletons for that.
Okay, very good. You're gonna find those, no problem. So are we going right to the well, or are we gonna go fool with the ruins? What are we gonna do?
We're going right to the well, brother.
Right to the well. Okay. So the drumming was soft and melodious. In fact, not the ranger, the bard thought it was really a good tune that she could make a song to. But it gets louder and louder as you get towards the well. Okay, and there you are at the well, and you look down in. Of course, somebody thought to buy a rope ladder this time, didn't they? Oh,
Yes.
No, they didn't, as a matter of fact. No rope ladder was bought, unless it's in the equipment of the bard. Bard, did you bring a rope ladder?
Say yes.
When somebody asks if you're a god, say you're a god.
Sure.
All right,
It's
very
in
good.
one of these packs. I've got one.
Yeah, she brought a giant rope ladder for everybody to use. What a
Huzzah!
thoughtful bar. Yes, quite good. Anyway, you look down in the hole and you see at least 20 skeletons crawling up the well.
This sounds like more like a Saturday night than a Tuesday.
Can we let the dragon do another pass and go?
No, I don't know if it'll work.
Actually, Drawn is high enough level that he can dispel up to 12 of them at a time, so you can do the old deep fry on them.
I am going to do the old deep fry on him.
Okay, very good. So you use that spell, and oh my goodness, on each of the chests. Of
not this again.
Skeletons.
I can't predict this one.
Appears a triangle, and there's arrows extending out from the triangle, and they don't seem to be hurt at all by that spell. Want to try another spell?
I turn to everybody and say, this might have to get a little more physical than we thought last time.
Indeed.
So they're crawling up the sides of the well, you said?
Yes, they'll be up in like 2 more melee rounds. 5 of them will be up out of the well.
Can't we just use the last peg? I can shove the last peg down there.
Let's do some ranged attacks.
Okay.
You guys, can they fire their weapons from the dragon in the air? You've got bows.
No, they have to get off the dragon to do these things.
Nick, what were you trying to say earlier?
Can't we just bash their skulls as they come up?
What a great idea. Okay.
Whack-a-mole.
I support that plan. So we wait until they come up. Are you all surrounding the well, or are you doing something different?
We are all surrounding the well.
Okay, very good. So the first 5 come up. We start with the Cavalier.
All right. The first die.
Armor class 4.
All right. I got a natural 19, so that's
natural,
a hit.
Jim.
Natural, yeah, right.
19. And they're small, medium, correct?
No, they're large.
All right. Let me get the right dice. And I got a 14.
That's wonderful news for me.
I hit whatever was closest to me.
Does the bard have a song that disheartens skeletons?
You're not on the spot.
She's thinking, you don't have to have a song that disheartens a skeleton.
Does she have a song that heartens cavaliers?
There we go.
I've got a song that'll hearten the entire party.
Okay, let's hear it. Let's do it.
Oh, you really with the whole thing or just a verse?
We'll take a verse first.
Just the first verse, same as the first.
Okay, so I'll sing you the tale of Sir Caswell, defender of ladies most fair, who sprang from his bed to battle undead without clothes or armor to wear. So he's naked and scared, but he's not afraid. Bare-cheeked and frightened, but he's not afraid. He's not wearing clothes, he's probably cold, and he'd rather kiss girls and get laid. Instead, he must fight, for that's what is right, and forget that he's bare-assed and afraid.
My goodness.
Jim, I wanted to. I have a +5 going on somewhere on my body right now.
you all have a +1, and the bard gets 500 experience points.
Huzzah!
So jot that down. That was just wonderful beyond words. Thank you very much for adding a little class to the Doom Seeker group.
Yeah, because normally we have none.
I know. So that takes us to Prometheus.
I will make 3 attacks against my skeleton.
Okay, attack away.
And I get first. We're going to start off with a 13. My THAC0 to hit AC is 14.
Okay, so you hit.
We're going to get over 20 that time.
Oh, wow.
And we're going to get a natural 20, James.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Veronica, these evil people are being mean on me because I don't give critical hits, because Gary never gave critical hits. So they really want a critical hit, but they have no idea what 20 of any foe will do on the critical hit roll. So I'm just not doing it. And they're just teasing me brutally. That's one dead skeleton.
Poor James, who's left a trail of dead parties through the last 30 years. Everybody feels sorry for the DM.
They should, yes. Which takes us to Wordna.
We've got a lot of strong fighter types, so I'm just going to watch and smile and wave.
Very good. Okay. That takes us to Dron, the mighty cleric.
Everybody's
Kung
having
Fu fight and
everybody was having so much fun playing whack-a-mole or whack-a-skull. I'm going to throw that in. I am going to. What'd you say their AC was?
AC 4, sir.
AC 4. And I got a 4 on my die in conjunction with the 4 on your. So,
I don't think that's going to do it, my good
No,
friend.
I whack the well.
Yeah, that's right.
Whoa, hey, family show.
Which takes us to Levi.
All right. Do we get a +1 since we're blessed?
Yes, of course.
On the 2 hit. So I got a 20 on my first hit, and I get 2 per round. And second one, I get a 16. Both of those hit.
Yep, do damage.
And I'm going to assume that these guys are all fire resistant, so I won't even ask.
That's very wise.
So first attack does 7. Second attack does 4.
Okay, very good. 11 on that poor guy. Which takes us to... I'm going to blow this pronunciation. Beyorus?
Beyorus.
There's no M in there.
It's not a B, it's a soft E. It's a Bay. Beyorus.
Yeah, okay, great.
All right. So I'm specialized in bastard swords, so I get a 3-2. So how does that work? Do I get 2 attacks the first round and 1 attack the second?
Exactly right. Unless you're Prometheus, who always takes his 3 attack first.
So I rolled a 9 and a natural 19 for 20.
So you hit armor class 4 with a what?
I didn't have time to calculate my THAC0. So.
Oh no!
I had to re-roll.
Horror.
That is just
your THAC0 is like 18 at 4th.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so you miss 1 and hit with 1. How much damage do you do, my friend?
What size is it?
Large.
Okay, this is a 2-handed attack. So.
Ooh, nice.
Let's see. So the first damage number is against large and medium. Is that what it is?
Yes.
Okay. So the total damage is 7.
Okay, very good. Now, another quirk of the game is if you don't tell me what one of your foes you're aiming at, I will put the damage on the most healthiest of all the foes in the party.
Oh, that's fine. I mark him as mine.
Okay, well, we'll see about that. Anyway, we got the marvelous Paladin now. Bum 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 bum.
Aha! I stand ready. Broadsword, the weakest looking one.
No, that won't work, buddy.
How about Levi's target?
Yeah, no, I'll hammer at the nearest one.
Okay, very good. Go ahead.
Very good. I roll a 19.
Oh, that's a nice hit, yes.
It does hit well.
And what kind of damage are we talking?
Well, it's large, so it's 1d12, but only 5.
Only 5. That's kind of tragic.
What's your strength, Reggie?
Oh, right. It's nothing to speak of. 18.
Did you do the percentile roll as well?
Right. Do you know your percentage?
Well, my intelligence is only 10, so the math was a bit beyond me.
No. So did you roll percentile dice for your strength?
Yes, we did.
Okay, and what'd you get?
85%.
Oh my goodness.
It was a good roll.
You're stronger than Conan the Barbarian.
Well, I like to think I'm blessed, yes.
Okay.
So you had a total of 9 hit points.
Yeah.
Jim?
Yeah.
Does he also roll his 1d8 since the skeletons are now within his protection from evil, so they should be taking a d8 of damage?
Why do they take the d8 of damage?
Because he as a paladin exudes a 10-foot area of protection.
Yeah, you know, he would, except this triangle appears on the chest of the skeleton that he wants to damage, and it's got a bunch of arrows coming out of it.
Is it an evil triangle?
Oh, yeah, it's definitely an evil triangle. Okay. So that takes us, of course, to our good friend, Grokas. Oh, she's muted for some reason.
You know what?
What?
I think I'm going to just step back.
You're going to step
I'm
back?
gonna step back. Hitting is not a forte.
Really?
Night off.
I'm kind of surprised. But that takes us to Morg. Morg.
All right, I'm gonna attack the weakest one.
Okay, there's no way for you to tell that. This is all simultaneous.
All right. I'm just gonna
Hit
attack.
mine. It looks weak.
Okay. So never done this before.
So this is what you should do. You've seen all the other people do their fighting, and a couple of them did tremendous amounts of damage. Our good friend Lance, the Cavalier, did 14 points on his skeleton. You might seriously consider, I'm going to attack the same one as Lance and see if you can kill it.
All right, I'll do that. I'll attack the same one as Lance.
Very good. Let's see if you hit. Thaco Ford. You know what your Thaco is?
17.
Yep.
Okay, so roll them bones.
All right, so I rolled a 15.
Plus your 4 because you have the strength.
So
and,
19.
Okay, that's very good. Now do your damage.
Let's see here. I have a 7 and a 14.
You hit twice?
Am I looking at the wrong thing here?
I don't know.
JR?
So the slash one has the 1d8 plus 6, and then the 1d8 plus 6, it's the same, but that's small, medium, or large. That's what the slash is. So what type of target? It's 1d8 plus 6 for your character. I've got your sheet.
Okay. All right. Well, in that case, I rolled a 7.
Very good. Thank you. You destroyed another skeleton.
Weapon, JR. Therefore, he would get 3 per 2.
Okay. So you got to do one more.
3 of the skeletons come out of the well and are now standing by the well to allow room for 5 more skeletons to appear. And so
welcome to the party.
They don't attack
Walt,
this.
While we're doing this, Walt, tell us what the chat is saying right now about what's going on.
Oh my God, they're going bananas. Well, first of all, our friend Knight of Barsoom has gone on his usual tirade, but now instead of going after you, he is suggesting we just take Reggie the Paladin and just toss him into the hole. So, Jason, this is a thing that seems to be going on regularly with the chat. They for some reason latch on to somebody that has either inspired or decried in one form or another. Usually it's Nick. And do you know what a fastball special is? Have you ever heard that in regards to the X-Men? So they very much want to see Nick thrown at a bunch of enemies and see exactly what happens next. I don't know. But, of course, we have somebody named PC Herring who says they know Grokas or Veronica. They've been saying, this is how you D&D.
That's another phrase that Prometheus started.
And then, of course, we have the casual gamer who is saying he very much wants us to grab a skeleton and bash a skeleton with a skeleton and continue on ad nauseum until we get to the bottom of the well.
The casual gamer said it's that Veronica is their sister, so I guess that might be her sister.
Interesting.
So I guess Veronica has to perform and maybe not hide behind everybody else.
No pressure.
It's kind of a consideration you might, because you don't want your sister saying for the rest of your life that you were in a big game with James Ward and all you did was hide.
Yeah, that's not how you D&D, Veronica.
That's not how you D&D.
That's not how you D&D. Okay, very good. All right, so now the skeletons came out of the well, so they can't attack this turn. But 5 more heads appear, and there's a bunch more coming out of the well. So now we're going to start with our good friend, the Cavalier.
All righty. All right. I got a 21, so I hit. And let's see if the dice are kind. I got 21 damage as well with my Khopesh. And is this the round I get my double hit?
Yes, it is.
All right. And the double was a swing and a miss.
Okay, very good. So you got 21 on that one, huh?
Do I at least scare them with the whooshing over their head?
No, you don't scare them, but you do kill another skeleton. Which takes us to my good friend Prometheus the Bold.
I would like to whack 2 skeletons, one with each. I'm going to actually attack 1 skeleton with 2 attacks.
Okay, wait a second. I'm confused. You're not going to attack 2 different skeletons.
No, I'm going to attack 1 skeleton with 2 attacks.
Okay, very good. Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna get a 13, 13,
Okay.
which hits, and I'm gonna get a 15, which hits.
Now, are you all adding +1 because of the bard tune that has inspired you to greater glory?
Yes,
No,
we
to
are.
hit or damage.
Okay, very good. Just to hit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So go ahead there, Prometheus. Do your damage on that poor guy who
Is it a
never
large
heard.
skeleton or a regular skeleton?
Oh no, they're all large. They're all 7 feet tall.
Okay, we are going to do a grand total of 24 damage.
Oh my goodness, that's marvelous beyond words. You kill another skeleton.
They had it coming.
They
had it.
did, which takes us to Wordna. Wordna, you got a big problem coming out of that well.
Yeah, it's blender time. I step to the front and lay my hands on the well and scream, "She's dem fenster."
Oh, I'm not gonna like that, am I?
It's only gonna hurt for a minute.
How many levels? How many levels of skeletons do you think that affects?
Well, considering my area of effect is 30 by 10, so it's in a well convex, I assume I can add another 10 feet for just pure meanness.
Yes.
13. Oh, and I'm fifth circle now. So 21.
21 points to every skeleton in the batch. You kill 11 skeletons.
Wow.
Well met.
All week. Try the veal.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, that takes us to Tron the Holy.
How many skeletons do we have left?
You don't know. Do you wish to take the time to look?
Dispel them. Fry them.
You have
I tried that. It didn't work.
You have 3 that are out of the well, and you don't know what's coming up from the well.
Yeah, because he just flushed a bunch of them back down the toilet. So
He did indeed.
We're basically just working with the ones that are up top.
Yes, right. There's 3 up top.
I'm not going to tell you it was a natural 20 because we don't do that around here.
Very good.
Natural
I'm so very
20,
proud of you.
Jim.
That Prometheus.
And then for damage, we're looking at 18 points.
Oh my goodness, that is a
with
lot.
Sacrifice.
You
and
just-
hammer.
You destroy another skeleton, which takes us to the powerful Levi. 2 skeletons
All right.
left.
2 skeletons left. So I'll obviously aim for the nearest one.
Okay,
And
good, good, yes.
My first roll is a 17, which is a hit.
Wow.
And the next one is a 13, which just barely hits. But
Oh, okay. And the damage?
And first damage roll is a 7. And second damage roll is a 9.
Oh, that's disgusting beyond belief. All right, there's 1 skeleton left. 1 skeleton for the fighter Beyorus.
I think that's you, Mark.
Beyorus.
I'm never going to be able to pronounce that thing right, so just maybe.
Well, I'm just taking a swing.
If you don't pronounce it right, we're either going to throw you into the bay or it's us.
Dang it! Okay, so
Right.
did you hit?
I have some kind of error here.
Some
okay,
kind of error.
no. It's
That's
a
not how
complete
you
miss.
internet, Mark Kern.
Are you not rolling real dice?
I'm not rolling real dice. I am
Oh,
virtual
Mark,
today, and I have
Mark.
rolled a 5, which I believe is
That is a total miss. Yes, very good.
This is
But
what
he looked
happens.
good doing it.
This
Okay.
is what happens when the DM outs someone not rolling real dice.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so the mighty Paladin takes his shot.
Good. I'm glad he missed.
Exactly.
I
It
do roll
sucks,
an
and I will
18,
like
Mr.
it.
Jim.
An 18. Wow, let's do some damage.
And I do roll a 7 before my modifiers.
Okay, that's well. I have to have all the modifiers too, so
That's 5 more.
I don't want to.
Is
I
it
don't want
not?
to do any
So I do
math.
12 points of damage.
Very good. That's what I needed to hear.
I love the righteous tremulato indignation in Reggie's voice.
That's how I speak every day, Nick.
Yeah,
You know
Really,
this.
like the next show should just be James and Jason. Just doing that. I'd watch that.
Okay,
yeah.
so now let's see what the brave, bold bard wishes to do this round. One skeleton left, big pieces of it falling to the ground. What would you like to do?
I'm going to contribute to the group, and I'm going to swing at it with the hand axe.
And what is your THAC0 to hit armor class 0?
I don't know.
Level 4 would be 17.
There we go. Thank you, JR.
Alas, poor Yorick, she clove his skull.
You get a +1 for your own song.
Okay. What am I rolling?
You're rolling a 20-sided die, dear.
What I got?
It's called the dodecahedron.
It's called I'm banishing this thing. I got a 6.
Now that, of course, is a miss beyond belief.
Aw, James.
I know.
Don't like
Should have stuck to thing.
Okay, so Morg, you're their last hope before this thing attacks and kills somebody.
I rolled a 20.
Ooh, nice hit.
So 16 plus 4, and then an 8 plus a 6, so 14.
14 points, and it dies. You have killed all the skeletons. That is a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 19 skeletons.
That's how you play D&D, James.
Yeah, exactly right.
So Wordna, would you like to scrape some samples?
I'm going to take a couple of pieces of bone bits and remind everyone that a 20-sided die is an icahedron for those in the county.
Andrew.
That's how you roll dice, Nick.
Andrew, thanks.
That's true.
Okay, Walt, do we have a commercial to go to right now?
We absolutely do. You name the time, and I'll do the crime.
Let's go to Levi's book.
All right, Mr. Rothman, you're up.
Oh, well, my book that's coming out, that's going to be Running from Destiny. So it's actually a fantasy that I wrote a while ago. It's going to be unusual because it's one of 3 that are being released kind of on the same week, and you should expect to see it next week.
Knowing our audience, Michael, is it inappropriate? Because I think they would like that.
Well, it is actually library safe.
Okay.
So it's but people die, things happen, and you don't know who's going to live because book 4 will address that. So
sorry,
you're getting the first 3 all at once.
Sorry, you perverted savages in the chapel.
Yeah.
This one's not for you. Unless you can redeem yourselves or maybe pretend like you read good literature. Then go out and get Michael's book.
There we go. And where do we buy this, Michael?
This will be available on Amazon.
Okay, excellent.
And will there also be an audio edition as well?
There will be. Podium is putting it out. I don't have a date on that yet. So.
Okay.
Or you can just call Michael's house. He'll post his phone number and read you selected.
Exactly.
There we go.
Having just read Michael's book recommended last week, it was phenomenal.
Ooh.
Amazing work.
And what was the name of that?
This was the Michael Crichton-esque mystery about virus. Very
good. Darwin Cipher on that
Darwin Cipher was the book.
Wow, cool.
Really cool.
Whoever thought Darwin could be the subject of an erotic thriller was wrong.
Okay, so here we are at the well. And what are we going to do?
We're going to take that rope ladder and go down, brother.
Okay, you're going to go first there, Prometheus?
That's what thieves do.
Okay. Yeah, really. So we're going to go down to the bottom of the well. We see a bunch of bones down there. And your sword says there's little emeralds all around here. Do you want them?
Yoink. Are they dangerous or good?
No, they're just emeralds.
All right, let's scoop them up.
Okay, so you find 10 emeralds. The sword doesn't want any of them.
Okay. The sword is being good today.
They're all finger-sized emeralds.
I don't judge.
And everybody else comes down the well. I'm sure that the bard wants to come second because she's so bold. He is so bold and brave. Am I correct, Bard?
Yes.
Yes.
Sure.
Okay,
Don't let James goad you to your death. Just say no to James.
Yeah, you can just say no anytime you want. Yes, of course.
And don't touch anything.
Don't touch anything.
Yeah, there's some feathers nearby. Don't touch those.
Oh yeah,
Definitely don't rub any cream on anybody.
Yeah, don't take any cream from Prometheus.
Prometheus, yes.
And don't let him set you on fire either.
No, that would be good.
With the lotion.
Okay, so here we are, and you know that there is a corridor that goes south.
Where do we need to go to be towards the drums?
No, you just hear the beats everywhere right now.
Well, let's go to the south towards that corridor then.
Okay, we go south. 20 yards until you go west, or you go through the secret door to the south that you guys already have labeled.
We're going to take the secret door and
Are you really?
Yeah. Do we have a sense of it getting louder from here? Because...
Nope. Gets softer, actually.
Oh, okay. So then never mind.
So real quick from the chat, we have somebody in there that is calling himself KTF, and the F starts the word fiend. So he's the KT fiend. He's telling us to take Apone's advice. Nobody touch nothing.
That, of course, won't be a lot of fun for the referee.
Well, speaking of fun for the referee, we have Captain Kilgoda, who's saying you should kill all of us, but you have to start with the wizard because he's the only thing keeping us noobs alive. Which he's not wrong.
He's not wrong. Yeah.
Let's take a look at the map for a second. I can share the map, and then we can make some decisions.
Yes, very good.
All right. So here's our map, and we've come in the well. Make it a little larger so everyone can see it. This leads up to where the cockatrice are. We're not hearing anything up in that direction.
No.
And so we can either go to the left here, or we can take the secret door. This leads to the bad place, which we don't want to go right now. Beholder is probably not our best friend. This leads to your whole foundation, Lance, as the Anubis Lord. So I don't know if we want to go deal with the orcs or any of those, but if we're not hearing sound through the secret door, it's either up by the cockatrice or up in the other direction. So we've got to make a decision on that.
So we explored to the west, and that's a cockatrice lair?
If we were to go straight north, that's where all the feathers are.
Mm.
Now
that's where the feathers were.
Right.
So we can take a quick look up there and see, and I can deal with them if they're still there. We can hopefully deal with that problem if we choose to. Do the drums sound like they're coming from the north or more to the west?
No.
Does it sound like Motley Crue or Genesis?
Ringo Starr, of course.
I don't know who that is.
That's very funny. Okay, so the drums get feeble off to the west or off to the north, so you think you have to go through the secret door to get there someplace.
All right, so let's take a slight detour to the south.
Okay, so you go through the secret door, and then there's that room off to the west, and you'll want to take that, actually, because that has a corridor that goes west.
Okie dokie.
And okay, there's nothing in there right now. There's a corridor that goes west, and you connect to a bigger corridor, and you're positive that that this is the Anubis area. All of the floor in this area is covered in wet blood.
Pagans.
Where do we hear the sound of the drums coming from?
You hear it. It's very faint off to the west somewhere.
I would ask that Reggie would lead us through this blighted area to the west.
And do we hug close to said Paladin because of his aura of protection
from evil? Yeah.
Yes, I'd like to continually detect evil, Sir Jim.
It's perfect.
Yeah, I wish you a lot of luck with that effort. Yeah. So here we are in this big corridor. You can go north towards the Anubis statue, or you can go south.
But we want to go towards the noise.
Well, then it's kind of north.
Let that be our guide henceforth.
Okay, very good. So
we'll hug up against Reggie all the way.
Well, like 3 of you can hug up.
And plenty of room.
3 of you can hug up, which takes us to, you see the statue of Anubis, and there are 2 corridors there. There's one where you're standing by the statue of Anubis, and you can go in the 4 different compass points. You can go northeast, northwest, southeast, and southwest. You came from the southeast.
We would like to go towards the sound of the drums.
Well, it's either in the northeast or northwest corridor.
Let us head towards the northwest.
Okay, very good.
Yes, thank you.
So we go to, the corridor narrows down to about 5 yards wide, and you go 20 yards.
My ego is going to have a problem with that.
And you can go west or you can go up northeast.
Where is the sound of the drums coming from?
Both places.
We will go west.
Okay, you go west.
Look up, down, and all around.
Yeah, very good. That's going to keep some of you alive. Actually, you don't see anything right now.
All right.
Okay. So you go 10 yards. And you can go north, west, or southwest.
And again, I shall say,
You hear him in both directions.
northwest or southwest.
Yeah, both directions.
Let's angle northwest.
Okay, very good.
Looking at
And
all around.
you go like 20 yards, and then you come to a big open area that's about 30 yards by 40 yards. And there are exits to the northeast and northwest, and the one you came from, which is the southeast.
And where would the sound be coming from?
Both north directions.
We will head northwest.
Okay, very good. So you come into another large chamber, and an old man holds up his hand and says, "Go."
Do we recognize this old man as the one that I've killed several times?
No, but that's coming.
Pointing in a particular direction.
No, he just says go.
Do I detect evil?
That's a very good question. You have to get closer to him. You're like 40 yards away right now.
I'm not afraid.
Does the sword?
So he said go, and you're ignoring him and walking closer. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes.
Okay, very
I do
good.
inch forward, yes.
All right. So five
Five
magic missiles go in your chest, young paladin.
He's evil.
Tried to warn you. You don't just go touching and talking to people in this dungeon.
No, it is evil to be vanquished. We cannot just leave it.
Okay, so the paladin's the closest. What do you wish to do?
Smite it.
I think I'll turn around and go back.
Okay, very good. You're retreating. That's a very wise idea.
He's attacking in the other direction.
Yeah. Is anybody not retreating? Okay, everybody's retreating. So you go back the way you came.
That's the southeast passage?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, why didn't we just smoke that dude?
Well, I don't know, because the paladin was a big coward and said, "Run away, run away."
Wow.
Was the Cavalier a coward too?
No.
Everybody ran. No. Everybody. I
just
asked
fell
everybody.
back under an onslaught, and then nobody had my back.
Oh, they all have your back, buddy.
I was right behind you.
Why don't we just go smoke that dude?
Let's go forward. Yes.
I shall lead the way this time. The cowardly paladin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Send your wolf wife ahead.
Wolf wife.
James, I would like to poison 2 arrows surreptitiously.
I will challenge you to a duel later, Sir Reggie. Once I smite this man.
Okay, so roll a 6-sided die, Nick, and if you roll a 6, then the paladin sees you poisoning those arrows.
He will not see it.
Okay, very good. Okay, so you now see 6 of the same old men in this big room, and they're all casting.
Okay.
He has brothers.
I fired 2 arrows right off the bat.
He's doing magic mirror or whatever.
Okay, very good.
Yes.
That's perfect. It isn't a magic mirror, actually, but that's all right.
Equivalent.
Equivalent. Yeah. Okay. One of the images disappears.
Okay.
And that takes us to Lance Scorpio, the bold cavalier.
Am I within striking distance?
Of what are you using for a weapon, buddy?
I have my Kopesh.
Yeah, you can get closer and do that.
I shall. Advance and stab.
Okay, do you hit?
All right, rolling now. 21. I'm going to assume yes.
Oh,
An
that's very
unnatural
nice.
21, James.
Yeah, an unnatural 21. And a 19 for my second hit.
Okay, very good. And another image disappears. That takes us to the bold Weirdna.
Anel Nathrach Uthras Patos Tothpio Dienve.
You might hit two of your buddies that are right there next to his body with melee.
It's dispel magic all day long. Bye bye, buddies.
Okay, dispel magic.
That's how you D&D, James.
Yeah. Okay, we'll see.
Today's not going too good for you.
So far, it's not. Oh my goodness.
How do you feel about this party? Are you impressed?
This party is doing really good. Of course, it hasn't seen what happens next. Last
question. Are we doing better than that party you cheat on us with? You commit role-playing adultery and game with someone else?
I never cheat with anybody, but yeah, that party did very well too. But they didn't get as far as you got in the tomb that you guys ransacked.
I've heard they smell.
No, they were just which takes okay. So that all the images disappear except for one, and then we have drawn the bold cleric.
Have at them.
I'm gonna fire my crossbow.
Okay, you might hit one of your good friends.
I hate hitting my good friends. I am going to cast Bless.
Okay, very good. Everybody's blessed. So that's a +1. Everybody has to keep track of.
So is that doubly blessed now?
He's asking about the Bard song. If that still applies.
The song has worn off. Of course.
Okay.
That's why she has to keep singing all the time. Levi, what do you want to do, my friend?
Well, I've got a target, and I will attack it, and I will also be using my my fire charm. So I'm going to attempt to set these guys on fire as well.
Okay, very good.
All right. What's the AC from that I'm rolling? Oh,
these are open-handed attacks?
Yes.
Okay, very good. AC 2.
All right. So I've got a 16. That should be a hit.
Yes.
And an 18.
Very good. Okay. So tell me the damage you do.
All right. So my base damage is first one is a 9.
Okay.
Second one is a 5.
Okay, very good. And you just
do I do any fire damage in addition?
Of course you do. Burn away.
All right, and that's a 1d6, I believe. Let's see. All right, first attack is a 5. Second attack is a 5.
Okay, and you just lost 2 levels of your ability.
That's not good.
It's not good. So roll 2 of your dice and subtract the hit points.
This is energy drain?
This is energy drain, yes.
James, see, this is why right here, James.
This is why you can't have nice things. Yes. Oh, you're surprised there was a vampire in the room?
This is why people have problems. Right here.
Nick, is this how we D&D?
Works well with others. Check minus.
There we go. Ouch. Okay, that takes us to Beyorus.
Beyorus.
Why do I do that all the
Going
time?
to fire his longbow.
Okay, you might hit your buddies.
That's okay.
That's okay.
Ow.
I mean, what are the odds, right?
Well, probably 50%.
Seriously?
Yeah.
That's going to leave a mark.
If you miss, I have to roll to see if you hit one of your friends.
I unfortunately I missed.
Okay, very good. So then it's my turn. And okay, that's wonderful. Levi, you just took 6 more points of damage.
I'm gonna be uninvited so fast. Than you guys like.
See, that's wonderful. That's our cue.
6, 35, 34. So Levi, what were the 2 hit point rolls that you lost?
Hold on a second.
Levi is going to rain down the NSA mark on you. Your website is about to go offline.
That's very funny.
A 3 and a 4.
Okay, very good. 7 and 6 is 13. Okay, excellent. That gives you a 32. Okay, that takes us to the Paladin.
Oh,
Don't worry, I'll hold your water.
that's not how I sound. I wish to turn this undead abomination.
Yeah, okay, great. So, you turn him, and this weird triangle appears on the vampire's chest with a bunch of arrows emanating out of it, and it ignores your turn.
Yeah, this is a way that James has figured out to cheat. Sorry.
That's not cheating at all.
Does he still take
Is that what you call it?
Does he still take a D8 for PFE?
No.
Proximity?
No. That takes us to the Bard. Okay, Bard, this is your time to shine.
Oh, I think y'all need some more inspiration.
More inspiration.
Need
So,
more inspiration.
What am I hearing then, Bard?
You got the next stanza of Naked and Afraid.
I'm ready. Go.
All right. So his bravery won out that morning, and all who saw Caswell fight say, he doth handle his blades to the delight of the maids, and his courage and strength saved the day. For he was naked and scared, but no longer afraid. Bare-cheeked and fighting, no longer afraid. He's not wearing clothes, but he doesn't look cold. As he hacks at undead with his blade, he continues to fight, for that's what is right, and forget he's bare-assed and afraid.
Hi-ya!
Huzzah! I must
awesome.
say, that is like super awesome. I'm giving you 1,000 experience points for that.
1,000.
And everybody is blessed at a +2 for that song.
Holy
Multi-language, though. Ass.
Yeah, well,
I don't approve of the lyrics.
that was well done. That takes us to Morg.
Jason, the irony is not lost on me.
Yeah, really. Morg.
I'm going to use a crossbow.
Okay, you might hit your buddies.
That's okay.
That's okay. See, nobody minds firing into melee. Okay, go ahead. Great.
All right, I rolled a 22.
Ooh, that doesn't hit your buddies.
And let's see here. And a 6 for damage.
Okay, very good. All right, now this is a nice big group. I'm gonna have to do this first. Okay. Oh, of course. All right. So the vampire stares into the
James, we have a quick message for you.
Oh, there she is.
Hi, James.
Hello.
D&D today.
Nicole, I just love that. It's just great every single time you do that.
Thank you.
All right.
Special appearance just for you, Jim.
All right, don't bother me anymore. I'm D&Ding.
I hope you're going to buy her steak after that rudeness.
Well, I was going to affect Prometheus, but since Nicole came, I can't. So I'm going to affect the Bard.
Yay for Nicole.
Bard, you're making a magic saving throw, please.
Aren't all saving throws magical, Jim?
No, all saving throws are not magical.
Yeah,
if they succeed.
Okay, so which dice is that? Sorry.
It's always a 20-sided die.
All right.
Okay.
I always feel like when I say aren't all saving throws magical that I'm saying it, I'm channeling Drew Barrymore.
Yeah, great.
9.
You got a 9.
Got a 9.
Okay, so her eyes glaze over, and she sings this song in a gluttural, horrible dialect that strips away 4 hit points from everybody in the group. She is clearly enchanted by the vampire.
Does she yell out like there once was a guy from Nantucket?
Something like that. Very close.
This is why we can't have nice things.
But much better. Okay.
Enchanted as in love or just like cocktail party murmur?
She has become the servant and slave of the vampire.
We have no choice but to kill her.
Because of her body songs.
That's probably not the best way to deal with that. I just have to say.
Well, Jim, you brought this on her.
If you guys kill her, I'll be
It'll make
very
the chat happy. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I bet the chat's going wild. What do you say there?
Leo Vicarius is saying, "Leave it to the chick to fall for the bad boy."
Oh.
And let's see. I think Leo. He also said, "I think Chrome needs to be given man points for preserving the sacred game time."
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
I didn't know vampires could cast magic missile and whatnot. Yeah.
Oh, give me a break. If I'm a wizard and I turn into a vampire, do you think I lose my magical spell ability?
Yeah,
I
there's
guess.
spells.
Yeah, Andrew doesn't want it, but yeah, okay. So anyway, it did his thing, so it's the next round. But now have the bard roll a 20-sided die for initiative, and I will roll against the bard. I rolled a very nice 8. What does the bard roll on a 20-sided die?
I think she just rolled a 20.
We'll find out. We'll find out. Bard,
You're muted.
I'm mute.
you're muted again, dear.
A
So
5.
you got 5.
Did you roll a 5?
Rolled a 5.
So
Last time
but
I
for-
borrowed my husband's dice.
So for the record, the plan to kill you has been the chat does not like it. They said that who will tell the story of Reggie the Paladin? This is what Vincenzetti, if I'm
I
pronouncing
know.
that right.
Who's going to compose the Ballad of the Wolf Rider?
I know. Okay, so
Kill
Morg,
him too.
Unintended.
Morg, my friend, you have to make a magical saving throw.
Okay. Let's see. Can you explain saving throws to me?
Just take a 20-sider and roll it, and we will look up the saving throw for a 4th level fighter. So just roll a 20-sider.
All
And
right.
James, why don't you walk this is great because some people actually don't know how to play the best version of D&D. Could you tell us what a saving throw is?
Who are you asking that of?
You.
Okay, you're trying
The
to
guy who helped write the rules.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You're
I was
trying-
going to ask someone else who didn't write the rules or
Yeah,
work with
okay, yeah,
CSR,
yeah.
but I thought, great idea. Why don't we ask one of the creators?
Okay, you're trying to resist a magical effect, and you go into the DMG and you look up a 4th level fighter, which you are. And I don't have that table in front of me, but I'm sure that Wordna does.
It's 15.
15. Okay, all you have to do is roll 15. Actually, it's much nicer than that because you are a plus. You haven't tossed a bless yet, right, John?
He did toss a bless, so we have the bless.
I did, yeah.
So
he's
you
got
guys
it.
are at a plus 3 for your saving throw.
Yeah, and the bard sang a song before she fell to the back.
That's why I add the +2 to that.
Okay.
It also says under racial abilities that I.
Oh, it's +5, so you get a 10. You're a dwarf. You get a 10.
Okay, let's see you do it, buddy.
All right, so I rolled a 14.
You
Okay,
made it.
Made it.
So you say you're a happy man. Okay, so now Bard, have you thought of a really? Oh, let's not be on. Don't go muting yourself. We want to hear you laugh and sing and be happy. So you come up now with a really vicious song that calls them all idiots and really poor fighters, and you sing that out. So roll me a 20-sided die, and if you roll really high, I'll be happy, and if you really roll low, they'll be happy.
I think she just rolled the one.
8.
8. Okay, so everybody loses 1 hit point.
Wait,
and
8 is high?
No, 8 is in the middle of the road. Instead of losing 4 hit points, like I would like to do for you, she's only making you lose 1 hit point.
Doesn't my massive ego resist being told that I'm not good enough?
No, this bard is really good.
Okay. Well, I've scored in several bars.
Yeah, I bet you have. That is neither here nor there, my friend. As everybody takes
Not
a
me,
point of damage.
Prometheus. Jeez.
Yeah. As everybody takes damage.
Okay.
And is unhappy. My good friend, the bard can't take damage on herself, so she's okay. But everybody else is taking bad stuff.
Okay.
Okay, now it's your turn to fight. Now the question is, do we fight the bard or do we just leave her alone and hope for the best? Which takes us to the cavalier.
All right. Well, I will continue to attack the source of said unrighteousness and swing again at the vampire.
Okay, very good.
Note, remember the life-sucking capabilities of vampires. Just as
I'm not stupid enough to touch it. I'm going to hit it with my sword.
His
All right.
enchanted weapon that works just fine.
I got a hit, and I took the last time for 16 points of damage.
Oh my goodness, you are a killing machine.
I have to protect the wolf. You know, she's pregnant
Prometheus
and all.
and your +4 sword with +3s for blesses, so you're a +7 sword.
I'm going to make it dance and stand back.
Okay, so he tosses it in the air, and it fights at his level of ability. Go ahead, roll the first attack.
I rolled a natural 18.
How much damage you do these days, buddy?
Does he take flame damage or is he immune?
No, you can't make it flame when he tosses it in the air.
Okay, so we're just going to be doing a grand total of 12 damage.
Oh, that's
Plus,
very nice.
Does the bless or the bard song add more damage?
No.
Okay. Have the sword turn him to stone.
Okay, but you have to tell me that before you roll to hit.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And you should be sorry.
That's not how you D&D, Nick.
Yeah, I will do it. I will do it next time.
Okay, very good. Weird now.
No. I'd like to turn him to stone this time.
Yeah, but you're not going to.
Well, I was just doing. I attacked, and I'm saying, sword, turn him to stone.
Yeah. Okay. Great. So next round he'll give that a try.
Okay.
If he successfully hits.
Maybe not, because now I've telegraphed my blow, and now you're going to go after my sword.
Or I might go after you. Who knows? But that takes us to Weird now.
Let's make him dance. Energize. Lightning bolt.
Oh, that's too bad. You might hit your friends.
Lightning bolt is ranged.
Yeah, okay, but it's a wide spell. Come on. It's like 5 foot wide.
Use it.
It'll only hurt for a minute.
Only till the pain goes away.
Yeah,
it won't hurt me because I made the sword dance.
That's true. So toss and roll.
46.
Yeah, take that.
Okay, it turns into gas.
Ooh, let's suck that up and burn him.
Okay, and how are you going to suck it up? And it's not your turn even.
We should have Lance run forward and inhale it.
That's funny. Okay, Levi, you doing anything? It's now a cloud of green gas.
Ron, sun time.
Hit it.
I will back away.
Okay, that takes us to Beyorus.
I'm backing away too.
Okay, that takes us to the Paladin.
Roger, citizen. Do I see that triangle in the gas?
Not yet. You have to do something to make that triangle appear.
Well, if it's just going to appear, I'll go ahead and grab the bard and clamp her mouth shut.
Ooh, dang it. That was going to be my next fun thing.
Well, Jim, Sir Jim.
I've had enough of your Baudry limericks.
Yeah, really. Okay.
Not for the damage, for the words.
Morg, what are you doing? Morg?
You're muted.
Why is it?
All right. I'm going to attack.
What are you going to attack?
It's gaseous. You're going to swing at the gas?
You can attack gas. That's why they make antacids.
I don't know. What can I do in this situation?
Run.
Back up.
You can
Okay.
speak like Buzz Lightyear.
Is that what you're doing? You're running?
He's backing up stalwartly.
Okay, very good. That's everybody. It turns into gas and
we have a cleric to go.
Oh, I'm sorry. John, go ahead. Do your thing, buddy.
All right. I am going to I'm going to hit this guy with a special little spell we call Sunburst.
Oh, that's really too bad.
No saving throw for
There's
Undead.
no saving throw for that. And let's see. So I just ahead of time, I say like fire in the hole or something like something similar, just to make sure that everybody understands that they need to shut their eye holes. And then I cast it. It's a 40-foot radius globe, and our friend the vampire is going to take 6d6 worth of damage.
Ooh.
That is 31.
Okay. So, the gas dissipates. A large black cloak and a set of black gloves appears on the floor, and our young bard is free from the horrible effects of the vampire enslavement.
Way to go.
I look back at the bard and I'm like, you thought your song was hot. Hey, somebody collect that stuff. I ain't going anywhere near it.
Paladin, Reggie, detect evil on that, please.
I do indeed attempt to detect evil.
Evil on the cloak, but It's just magical gloves.
The gloves? Okay, I think okay, gloves. All right.
I wonder what they're for.
Last time I put on strange clothes, I turned into a wolf.
Yeah, don't do that. So before we get too deep into things, would Jeff and Jason like to talk about their property coming up?
Dun 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 dun.
Barely.
Huzzah!
You're on. Go for it.
Jeff, do you wish to be the pitch man, or shall I?
You go for it, Paladin.
I was hoping you would say something.
Yeah.
Go, bud, go.
Friends, are you tired of boring fiction? If you are, may I point your attention to King's League, an epic lit RPG adventure written by JN Chaney and myself.
There.
King's League features the travails of Dirk, who finds himself caught in a game. Well, not really caught in a game, he's playing the game, but you understand. Finds himself in a unique position that changes the game all throughout. It's been hailed by multiple fantasy and lit RPG readers as a fresh face, and if I do say so myself, it is hilarious. Now, book 1 is out and has been out for some time. It's available on Audible, narrated by the peerless Mark Boyette, and book 2, 86 Neon, in which Dirk goes to a cyberpunk realm and fights punks and other things like that, is also available right now.
How much
Jeff?
to have you read it?
Yeah, really. So
I'm way cheaper than Mark Boyette, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, I bet. I need a definition of light RPG.
Well, it's lit RPG, and Jeff is something of an expert in the publishing world. I just write words. Jeff, please.
Want to explain what lit RPG is?
Yes.
So I guess there's a couple different types. One is like really hardcore numbers based, like RPG fiction, where you get really heavy into the stats and everything like that. And then the other would be something more like Ready Player One, where it's more of just an adventure, and they don't really get into the data stuff. So ours falls somewhere in the middle, I would say, because we have we have the numbers in there, we have the attacks percentages and everything, but we don't go too far in depth with it. So if you're just a casual gamer, or we've even had people pick it up who don't play a lot of video games and they were able to get into it. So we try to make it accessible but still rewarding for people that do like video games. Because I grew up playing a lot of video games as a kid, from a small town with nothing to do but play football. So, and Jason, we have that shared background too. So he played a lot. He played a lot of WoW, right?
Yep.
So are we rolling dice then when we read the book?
No, nothing like that. But there's like some of these books will have character sheets. Some books will have stats for the weapons laid out, because people really get into those numbers, just like D&D, but we don't go that far into it.
It's like if a fantasy novel started metagaming allowed.
Yes.
Okay.
And I should say that book 1 has an endorsement by Mark Kern. Don't know if you've heard of him.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned World of Warcraft as your favorite, MMO, because I'd have to leave if that weren't the case. But
there we go.
Beautiful. Everybody, we can get it at Amazon, right?
Yes, Amazon. Or there's a shopkeep down the road, and he keeps copies.
Very good.
All right, James, give us our treasure.
I did. It's a cloak or gloves.
Can the sword tell me anything about the cloak?
Boy, that's an excellent question. The answer is no, except it's a little evil and might change your body when you put it on.
We'll pass on that action.
I'm going to ask Grokas if he could legend lore it and tell us a little of its history by looking.
Ooh, all right, very good. So, Paladin, do you have percentile dice with you?
Well, I think we mean the bard.
Yeah, Grokas.
I'm sorry. So, Bard, do you have percentile dice with you?
You tell me what they look like, I might.
They look like a little 10-sider. They look like a little diamond like that. Zoom.
Somewhere I do.
Here, I could roll for you.
No, she can't. No, you can't. No, you can't.
Wait. Yep, I do.
Lift up the die. Let me see the die.
She's got it.
Let me see the die.
Yeah, she's got it. It's
okay, very good. So you're going to roll that and get a 10 space, and then you're going to roll it again and get a 1 space.
Okay, first one is a 9.
Ooh, that's very nice.
Yep.
Yes.
Second is a 6.
That's a great roll.
It's a cloak of change, and the cloak actually changes the wearer into evil creatures.
Ooh.
I bet the Black Wizard would like that if we could store it
he
in
might.
your bag of holding.
Oh, he'd love that.
I think I'm gonna levitate it into the bag and store it.
Okay.
What can we learn about the gloves?
I just picked them up for now.
She'll have to roll again.
Can you try again for us, Grokas?
Were they boots or gloves?
Gloves.
They were gloves. Since that last,
I
made
wrote-
them for that last verse.
I wrote boots as well.
5, first one.
50.
3 for the second one.
She doesn't get enough to figure that one out.
We did know that they were evil, though.
No, just the cloak is evil.
All right.
Well, we can store it and identify it later.
Yeah, exactly. I'll identify it later.
Shall we top off on a little healing tribe?
Well,
That's right. Can we
the only one that's really hurting bad is
Poor Levi.
is deaf. Well, the Paladin's hurting a little bit. He can heal himself,
or he can heal Levi.
and Drawn the cleric is down a bit too.
I'm open for business though. Who needs what?
Who's the worst hurt, Jim?
Well, that's a fair question.
So Jim, just to be sure, I am effectively level 5 now, right?
Yes.
All right.
Is that like when you're rolling in judo, and the guy below you wins, and he gets your belt and you get his?
Wait, that's a thing?
Yes.
That's a thing.
Yeah, but
I became a paladin, actually.
Yeah, really. The worst, Prometheus, you're the worst one hurt.
I wasn't hit at all.
Yeah, I got you down to 35, buddy. You took 5 points from the bard.
Oh, okay. Well, I wasn't hit though.
That's right. You
I
weren't.
was just annoyed.
Yeah.
If I'm the worst one, I don't understand. Like, then we haven't lost that much hit dice.
Right. No, there wasn't any, except for the life draining. There wasn't any other physical.
Did that when we killed the vampire? Did that go back for him?
No.
What do you mean? What do you mean? No, of course not.
I'm hoping.
Yeah, this is going to be neat. He has to go to his dojo and do 2 quests to get back his levels.
Or we go find the temple that can cast restoration and hook him up.
Yeah, well, why would they do that, I wonder?
Hey, we got friends with we got high priest friends.
That's right.
Maybe Drawn could make it happen, but certainly not the Cavalier that is hated.
Oh no, he's talking about the dwarf who took over the Temple of Anubis. We left on very good terms with him.
Mikey Mason's character, Kanan.
Yeah,
Kanan. Yeah.
Kanan.
We're best buds with the high priest of Anubis.
That might work. That might work. Of course, they're still really mad at Cavalier.
Yeah, but I'm good.
Can you tell us about this room, James?
It's just a big cave, really.
Okay.
And there is an exit out to the west, and you can go back the way you came to the southeast.
What about
We look up, down, and all around. Do we see anything unusual above us?
You see some webbing up on the ceiling.
Evil webbing?
If we're looking at the map, we're here, everybody. So webbing near one of the exits?
No, just in the center of the area.
Okay.
Where are the drums coming from? The sound?
From the west.
West.
We avoid the webbing and go to the west.
Okay, very good.
Does the sword detect any gems?
Oh, that's a very good question. And the answer is, ooh, look at that.
I would like to.
He doesn't detect any gems, but he detects a pedestal with massive magic on it.
Where's it at?
It's to the west.
We shall go to the west.
Okay, very good. You come into a great big room. There are exits to the you guys come from the east. There's exits to the southeast and southwest and south. And you hear the drums really loud in the south, but there's a pedestal in the middle of the room. And on the pedestal is a very large horn. And the sword says, that's a very magical horn. I don't know what it does, but it's going to be a big deal.
Do we recognize it as the Horn of Valhalla, which we've already acquired?
You saw a little Horn of Valhalla. This could be a big Horn of Valhalla.
So I would like to pull out my trickster sword and see if I detect any traps, because that is one of the special abilities.
Yeah, he says there's a magical curse on the pedestal itself.
The pedestal is cursed, my friends.
Drawn,
All right.
I did. Can you dispel magic?
Yes, I have that spell, and I also have remove curse. But just keep in mind, if I whack the pedestal, I only have one of each of those.
Yeah, me
loaded
too.
up.
Can you levitate it off the pedestal and then avoid it touching it?
I can. Levitate's still in effect. I got another hour and 50 minutes. The question is going to be who wants to grab it. Which one of you brave souls? We got a cavalier and a paladin. Which one of you guys wants to grab the horn?
Cavalier is going to do it. The paladin is he's a wimpy.
I'll grab it if it's evil.
Actually, can't we lower it into a bag of holding?
Yes.
This is like awesome reinforcements if it works. All
Yeah.
right. I'm going to raise it up, Jim, and let one of them take it, unless you just want to pop it into the bag.
I will step forward and grab it.
No, we got lots of things to have happen here. Let's start with Wordner's magic resistance.
Uh-oh. Yeah, things are going downhill quickly.
Isn't this is what usually gets us into trouble?
That's not bad.
Do you make your save?
I do. 35%. That was a 1-4.
That's disgusting.
That's awesome.
Okay, you feel like you've been attacked with the curse.
Okay.
And you resist it.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, just even trying to move the thing triggered the curse. You still going to grab it, Lance?
Go ahead.
Yes, I shall grab it. I am not afraid.
Okay, very good. So Lance turns into a 6-inch long black ant.
Oh, I've been here before. This is just Tuesday.
Is the horn now with him, or is the horn on top of him?
The horn is like in the air, suspended.
Well,
The curse is on the horn, not the pedestal.
I think so. I don't know. What do you think, Walt? You want to try and pop it?
To remove the curse?
Yeah.
Do I want to remove the curse on the item, or do I want to remove the curse on JR?
We're going to dance around as an ant. So
That is an excellent question.
Well, one of the benefits of the followers of Anubis is that the resistance to curses.
Oh.
And that would be good if they liked you, but they don't like you, so they're taking away all of your benefits.
I guess on him.
He's on probation.
This isn't good for recruiting, James.
Yeah, well.
So
it isn't my fault. It's your fault.
The chat wants to know why the horn isn't falling on JR to crush him dead.
Because Wordner doesn't want it to happen.
I still have time before the levitate ends.
I am going to cast Remove Curse on JR and restore him back to his whatever he is.
Okay. So you cast it on him. JR, you just lost a constitution point, buddy.
Oh.
So I don't know how much that's going to affect your hit points, but it does.
Wow.
Now, can we just lower that horn into the bag and nobody touches it?
I don't know. We'll have to find out if we can do that or not.
I mean, because we can always deal with this later.
Yeah, Lance, you still have a bag of holding? You want me to put it in?
Yeah.
Open and try and or just set it on the ground and not hold it open.
Okay, maybe Grokas wants to use the horn in some way.
Oh, that's true. Bards get major.
Oh my goodness, they get marvelous benefits.
Yeah.
You want to just grab that and use it, Grokas?
Yeah, he's a very bad man.
When he encourages you to do something,
Yeah,
it's oftentimes a warning.
I already feel guilty enough with the whole vampire thing, so I'm going to try to do things to not endanger these new / temporary friends.
But who knows? You might be able to make amazing fighters happen with the horn.
He is definitely trying to make a deal.
You are the horn expert. Nobody's better than you.
You know, I just want to point out that in the chat, KT Fiend is saying that Jim Ward is the Judge Dredd of D&D. Tough but fair.
Tough but fair. There we go. I am the law.
I will note that in my monitor, I see little horns starting to grow out the top of Jim's head right now.
Ouch!
Wow. That is pretty impressive looking. Marcus, could you try and legend lore this horn to give us some information?
I could.
2D.
Roll those percentile dice.
Figure it out, big guy.
Say.
What if you levitate the horn out of the area of the curse? Does it become uncursed?
No.
Got a 7 and a 9.
Ooh, 79. Very nice roll. Yeah. So you know how to remove the curse. You could get hurt if you did it, but you could remove the curse. And when you do, this thing summons six Viking warriors to come and attack for your group when you blow it, and one little Viking warrior when anybody else blows it.
Risk is part of the game, big man.
Yeah, and Vikings are way cool. Like,
Vikings are cool.
Awesome cool.
Way cool, yeah.
What does he think he would have to do to remove the curse, Jim?
You just have to say some bard-like words over the top of it.
All right, horn to you, my friend, if you can.
No guts, no air metal.
All right. Well,
James,
does the last stanza of the awesome ballad count? Can I use those?
It could help you.
Let's hear the ballad.
All right. So now, dear companions, take measure of your prowess, your strength, wit, and brawn. Like Caswell, you'll fight to do what is right, but you'll battle with your armor on.
Wow, that is just magnificent. I'm really so glad you're playing the game. You must play with us again. So,
not to endanger people.
Are we going to try to undo the curse?
Sure. Try to undo the curse.
Very good. Roll a 20-sided die, please. Higher the better.
20.
11.
11.
That's
an excellent roll.
We shall have to gift you better dice.
I ordered new dice for this. They just didn't come here in time.
You have removed the curse from the horn.
Yes.
Now you know that when you use the horn, massive reinforcements come. When anybody else uses the horn, a weak little Viking appears.
And we can let them get drained.
I'll lower the horn into his hands.
Okay. The bard has the horn.
I got a horn.
Let us proceed south towards the drums.
Okay, very good. South towards the drums. Okay, so we go south, and it comes to a crossroads where you go northeast or northwest.
Direction of the sound.
Sound of the drums come from.
Both directions.
Northwest.
Okay, very good. We go south until. Oh, look at that.
So, James, I just did the math real.
Go ahead there, JR. What?
I lost 6 points of HP, so I'm down to 82.
Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that, buddy.
You are weak and skinny.
I need to go back to the gym.
You need to do cardio. You need to get your flat tides up.
Okay, it comes. You guys come into a great big room, and the room has this glowing 10-foot tall circle in it, and it's a dead end.
Are there drums?
And
Do we hear any? Do we hear?
The drums are very loud here.
Anybody see the invisibility? Andrew, you've got a
dragon's sight around the room near the circle. Is there anything invisible in there?
No, but you see through the circle. Nobody else can see through the circle, and you see a skeletal wizard and a bunch of skeleton giants beating on a drum, and the wizard is riding a stone statue of a white marble dragon.
Last time, didn't we attack the drum and end up killing the two giant skeletons?
That's yes. Right. When I nuked the drum, the whole thing went down.
Sounds like a good idea.
Well, we can try nuking the drum again. Let me make sure I was clear. there is a wizard riding a stone statue of a white stone statue of a dragon.
Yes, you don't know that it's a wizard, but he's in wizard robes. He's got a wizard hat. He's got a great big weird crystal staff in his hands.
He's a lich.
He looks, no, he's not a lich. I wouldn't do that to you guys at this level. Maybe later.
What? And how many of the tall skeletal statues are there? Or
skeletons. You see 2 beating the drum.
Okay.
And
might be more. You don't see the whole room.
That begs a little trip down memory lane because you played with Gary Gygax. Can you tell us the first time or the most memorable time he ran you into a lich?
Oh, it only happened once, and the whole party died. The lich started touching everybody, and you don't get a save from the touch. So we weren't even given a chance to run. We all got touched, and we all got paralyzed, and we all died. But thankfully for me, I had this marvelous wish that I used that said, when you die, you go back to your inn healthy and happy.
And what were the exact words of that wish?
No, you guys will have to come up with that yourself.
And this was not, of course, Asarak.
No, it wasn't Asarak.
Okay. Did you guys play test that module?
We did, but I never found there was a secret door in a pit. And I never imagined that there would ever be a secret door in a pit. So I never found the great big treasure hoard with that demi-lich.
Okay.
I just found the little stuff.
Okay.
Okay, so here we are. Portal, ready to go.
Oh, so it's a portal, eh?
Yeah, you got to walk through the portal to have things happen. And who knows? You might lose all your magic items when you walk through the portal.
So I'm going to pull the trickster and see if I detect any more traps.
The portal is one very large trap.
It's a trap. Don't do it. Is there any way to attack the portal itself?
You don't know. You've never attacked a portal.
Wordna?
Yeah, I got a spell that will not make him happy. But then he will make most of you very unhappy.
There we go, yeah.
So, Drawn, here's the question. I have Thunderlance, which works multiplanar, which will do a F-ton of damage to him. And I assume he will retaliate in the worst way. And I will fold up like a house of cards. So the question is, will you guys be able to take the drums out as that happens?
Why don't we take the drums out first?
Because I assume he's... can you describe the order of where these things are conveyed?
Sure, of course I can, yes. So as you're looking in the portal, you see off to the left side of the portal, you see this great big drum being beaten on by 2 gigantic skeletons.
Left side, okay.
And on the right side of the portal, you see this wizard, for some reason, sitting on the white marble dragon.
Okay. Sitting on it. Is he looking at anything that I can tell?
He's just kind of looking around. He's not paying any attention to the portal.
And you said there are a bunch of skeletons, or there are.
I did not say bunch. I said that's what you see. There could be more skeletons behind around the portal.
Okay. What do we smell here from the portal? The usual sort of twinkling butterflies, roses?
Yeah, that's a fair question. You smell some ozone, some kind of weird electrical smell.
Okay.
So
can my genie execute planar shift and bring us in there without having to go through the portal?
Your genie has talked to you before about this. He can't bring other people through the planar shift. He can go himself, but he can't bring other people.
Okay, groovy.
He'd like to.
Okay.
So are you putting him back in the ring because you can only summon him once a week, or are you having him stay out?
I'm having him stay out.
Okay.
I'm going to ask the genie, could it take my elemental through with it?
It's ignoring you.
Okay.
Because there's only one master.
Ask Prometheus to ask that.
There we go.
I'm going to take out one of my tin in holy water and toss it through the portal.
Yeah,
See
let's
what
not
happens.
do that yet.
Let's wait.
Ah,
Let's wait.
Yeah, let's not do the Prometheus. Will you do me a favor and ask Genie if Barbie will take my oversized Ken doll with them?
What kind of elemental is it?
I can choose.
Okay.
We can be as obsessing as we'd like to be.
I don't, unless he could put it on his person. I think the answer is going to be no.
Okay.
But he can make a fire elemental.
You have to ask.
If we gave you an elemental, could you take it with you?
Easily.
Okie dokie.
Okay. Hmm.
What if we also gave him the dragon wondrous figurine and we just popped all of it in there?
He can't open the dragon figurine. He only gets that once a week.
It's just a summonable thing.
But he takes it in, and then Verna speaks the command word through the portal.
Yeah. No. Once a week, that thing pops out.
Now, the good news is I could cast Enlarge on that elemental and make one crazy berserk banana on the other side of the room.
Well, it gets a saving throw against that.
Okay. Yeah, that's true. But it could still be outstandingly large if it choked.
I'm going to ask the genie, like, because you're skilled in planar shifting and stuff like that, what do you think might happen if we go through that portal?
I think a lightning bolt might strike each one of you for 50 points of damage.
Do you know of any way to bypass that?
Yeah, of course. I'm a genie.
Do you know of any? Well, what would that be?
I can stop that from happening, but then you'll have to free me because I'll stay on this side of the portal and you'll be on the other side with the ring.
Got it.
Ah, I see. I thought you didn't want to be free. I asked you that.
This is what you asked me to do. I can stop that damage from happening.
Okay.
Well, that would allow us to go in and possibly blow the drums. If he could take the bolt, I can't take that kind of a bolt. That's literally more than my dentures can cope with. So I'll be more than teeth and hands free by that point.
Many people can't take that much damage.
So, I mean, that's a thought. The two things that I can do if we get to the other side will be our old friend Polymorph. That's worked very well for us. That's option one. Well, we can use Thunderlance to try and blow the drums. And boy, will they be pissed when we break their toy. And then option two is to try and either shrink someone, that'll make them mad, or turn them into something humorous, maybe a little black ant. So we've got some options there. But I cannot take a spell like that. And he's right, there's a handful of us who can. Now, Levi, you can, with a lightning bolt, try and either dodge it or turn it around. So you might be able to hit that thing back at him.
So let's say we go in and we do what the genie says he can do. What is our attack plan? Who does what?
I'll go for the drums.
I got another question though. Before we even touch on that, what would happen if we rolled a whole bunch of flaming flasks of holy oil into that portal? Will it, do anything?
You have no idea, and the genie doesn't know. The genie isn't positive at that thought.
So the problem is transportation works in one of three ways, at least my experience, Gygaxian. One, inanimate things don't go without a living impetus. So if that's the case, they will all detonate on us, which would be extremely humorous and very bad for us. Option B is they do go through and do have an effect, or B or C, they do go through and don't have an effect. I've seen.
Well, I mean, could we test it with like a pebble or something? Throw it, see if it goes where we expect it to go.
We have
the sling bolts.
We might alert them because they don't seem necessarily aware of us right now.
Right. Assume he's got something like Drawn has, Wyvern Watch, or one of the various trigger guards and wards on the magic user side, and if so, he will fry us like bacon. That's a bad vision.
So let's make a battle plan taking the genie up on its offer. And let's assume that dragon is a white dragon.
All right, we're assuming it's white. Okay.
Okay.
So
what does the genie feel about it? Does he feel that's a white dragon?
It looks like a statue to him.
What does Razor see when he looks at it?
He sees some dark, dark magic.
So it could be a shadow form then.
Well, whatever it is, it's powerful and nasty.
And historically, fire hasn't been very effective against some of these things.
No,
So.
not at all. Well, Thunderlance isn't fire, so that's going to be big magic, big effect that can at least knock someone down and probably blow up the drums. So you may accomplish that.
We have 3 elements we have to take out. We have to take out the wizard.
Yep.
We have to take out the dragon. We
Yep.
have to take out the drums.
Yes. Right, because we'll assume the skeletons will go when we do the drums like last time.
I'm guessing.
I guess, right.
But
No idea what
I'm just saying, those are the 3 identified enemies.
Okay.
Yeah. So Walt, what does the crowd want us to do?
They want us to light the Paladin on fire and toss him through.
Yeah,
They want us all to die.
They're also saying that they're hoping that Nick and Jason will kind of get their KTF on, because they're starting to call us a bunch of points.
That's funny.
The GE audience do love the KTF.
Yes, they do.
You can throw me through. I'm ready to die.
That's not the proper attitude, Paladin.
Here's a battle.
Die is gain, Sir Jim.
Here's a battle plan I would suggest. I'm going to release the genie because I didn't know the genie wanted to be released. And if I play true to Prometheus, no one can be a slave.
Uh-huh.
So I need to release the genie. So I'll get us through.
Okay.
And then what I would say is the Cavalier declares the dragon an enemy. He get like a thing if he declares an enemy and goes after it in mortal combat?
Yeah, if the Cavalier and the Paladin do that, yes, they can actually classify one and then go for that exclusively.
They go after the dragon, you go after the wizard, and the rest of us go after the drums.
And maybe we get the bard to stay back and sing us a song to inspire.
Well, the bard goes with and sings a song to it.
No, I mean, but hold back in the battle order.
She could summon 8 powerful Vikings.
Yeah, she does that.
Yes. 8 now? Sweet.
Yeah, and you summon your Viking Cavalier.
So
that was not the Cavalier. That was my dwarf that I played in the dungeon.
Yeah.
Right, that's event 9. Those people are separate. So, Nick, I have one alternate to that. You guys will do a ton of damage to the wizard. He and I are going to go spell to spell, whereas I can take the drums out in a single hit and just away. But if you guys can en masse bum rush the wizard, there's a better chance that you can do the damage, because he's going to do one of 2 things. His lightning is going to go and get eaten by the genie or not, depending on what happens there. And then he will try and fry as many of us as he can. But if the drums go, at least whoever survives will have the ability then to have shut off the undead river.
Okay.
Our primary goal at this point. Even if I go down at that point, you guys have a chance of being able to butcher him.
Okay, so let's walk it step by step.
Okay.
We go through the portal. The combat order is what?
Well, let's.
So, one second. Do we want Veronica or Grokas to summon the Vikings ahead of us stepping through the portal? Or I assume they'd walk through with us, right?
Yeah, so they're berserk Vikings, so he's got to be present to sort of control them. So I think we're going to have to go through first.
Okay.
I don't know if they're under. That's the thing. Maybe he can give Legend Lord a say based on you were successful with your role if they will follow or if they're just going to go berserk when they get there. I don't know that answer. Maybe you do. But I think walking through it, Chrome, I can make you and I invisible. And the benefit to that is we can try and go for surprise.
Yes.
And that extra hit might be enough for the genie to take the damage, for me to blow the drums, and you to get a single shot, or actually you get 3 shots. Get a couple shots in, and then the party will initiate with him, and that might be enough to survive.
Okay.
And I'll start off invisible as well, at least mentally.
Yep. Right, and that's a huge benefit.
Actually, I don't have that anymore. I don't have that skill anymore.
You lost those levels.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so does everybody know who they're attacking?
Yeah.
Wizard. Yeah.
I'm wrestling the wizard.
The bard doesn't know who he's attacking.
No, I was about to say, I'm just walking
you're-
through, blowing
you're
the horn, and then we'll see
Well,
if what
attacking
they're going to do, I say?
Well, you're going to try and use your song to help give us the bonuses again. Drawn, do you have another bless? Can you? Or you have?
I'm gonna cast aid on everybody.
Right on.
So that's
Okay.
gonna give you an additional.
It's a fine spell.
Hold on. An additional. Everybody gets an additional 7 hit points, and if you're at max, it'll give you extra hit points on top of that. So.
Yeah.
Andrew, do we want Grokas to bless first or call up her reserves or his reserves?
Can you tell us with your successful legend lore, are they stable or unstable? Do you know that? You can ask the DM
Is
that.
what stable or what not stable?
Berserk
Are the
Vikings.
Vikings? Are they stable Vikings?
On bananas.
They are berserks. So your knowledge of berserks is that they can't be controlled once they start fighting. You
Okay.
give them an order, and they will carry it out to the letter.
All right, so I think they're against the skeletons. I think that's your best bet there, because if the skeletons don't go down after the drums go down, we're going to get mowed down by whatever. We don't know what other surprises are in the room at this point.
So Andrew, then the order we probably want, because we don't know if the skeletons will go down as soon as you strike the drum. So she probably, or Grokas probably needs to bless first, because that'll take her round. And then if you've taken out the drums and the skeletons at the same time, then we aim her troops to the wizard.
Yeah, well, the 2 heaviest spiders take down the dragon. Okay.
Hey,
Right.
Paladin, I want you to lay hands on yourself. How many points do you heal back?
That's forbidden.
So is being funnier than the referee.
My charisma is pretty high. 53 is where I am, but I never got the magic missile damage, so it would be 53 less that damage.
Okay. So, all right. So, how many can you do like 12 hit points to yourself?
No,
well, I have 60 hit points. I can do, I think, 20, right? 5 times level. Is that correct? That's the pool I have.
I think lay hands is 2 hit points per level, which would be 8 in your
8. Well, that stinks.
Well, you want to do it.
I'll do it.
Okay, very good.
And then
Where does that put me? I still don't have the magic.
I
missile
got you
damage.
at 43 when you laid hands on yourself.
43.
Can't believe you did
Feeling
that
good.
in public.
This Paladin was 9th level.
No. Who's 9th level? Only
I was 10th level when we did Tomb of Horrors. It's
Yeah.
a prequel, you see.
Yeah, and you said I want that Paladin back.
No,
Jim said,
Now you
not
give me a
happening.
discount, Paladin. Jeez.
I'm afraid you are wrong, my good friend Prometheus.
No.
As usual.
Hey Jim, I'm
If
gonna
you
use
understood Prometheus, he's never wrong.
Jim. I'm gonna use my non-weapon proficiency to throw some healing at Reggie as well. And
Okay.
he gets 3 more points back, and I'll hit him with a cure light wounds.
Okay.
That's another 6 points.
Okay, so he gets 9 more points. All right, got it.
So plus he's
So
got those extra 7, and everybody's at a +1.
Okay, and then word now, you're doing any protections on anybody, including yourself?
Yeah, I'm gonna set up a couple of things right now. I'm gonna set on Prometheus and myself. You didn't see anything, and give us some visibility to undead.
Now, okay, and is that okay? So if the wizard isn't considered undead, is he gonna? Are you invisible to him?
I'm regular undead. I'm regular invisible as well as that. So mine works. Chrome will only be for undead.
Okay, and do you have the special spell that makes you not smell or make sounds?
Cloak. Yes, I'll cast cloak on him as well.
Okay.
We've got the cloaking effect.
Got it. Any other spells you want to cast before you jump in the portal?
Yes, I'm also doing. I wear my sunglasses at night so that I've got reflection up.
It's so irritating. Okay.
Thank God. And hey, Chrome, not for nothing. I can do bigger, better, faster if you want to be a little larger there. Not that kind, but the other kind. I don't know if that. I don't know how that translates to strength bonus.
Let's make the Cavalier larger.
I can. All right, Cavalier. Let's see. Are you up for that, JR?
Sure. Absolutely.
All right.
He has never minded supplements.
Yeah, really.
I pick things up, I put them down.
So I'm going to add Better, Stronger, Faster to him. And I'm going to also finally cast You Can't Touch This on myself for Mirror Image. That gives me 3 invisible me's when I become visible.
Okay.
All right. And then my final spell is I have the power, and I'll add Hammer Time for Thunderlance and create a Thunderlance so that I'm ready when I go through.
All right, very good.
Before we go through, James, this is a question from you from the chat. They want to know how true to form this is of the original D&D, the way we're playing today. We've got a GE fan that came in, AIM something, that has found DE through Dungeons and Dragons through you in this game.
This is going to be exactly like Gary plays it.
So we're all gonna die.
Yeah. All right, AM Mac 143, that was for you. And now we're ready to die.
I did this battle 3 different times with Gary.
All right, let's do it.
Last question, James.
Yes.
What does the sword detect in the ways of gems and magic items?
It detects this huge magical gem that's in the pocket of the wizard, and it is a tourmaline cat's eye, and it has some massive magical effect, but he doesn't know what it is.
Okay. I'll alert the party for this.
And it wants it.
Of course it does.
Of course.
So now, and of course it asks you, okay, am I turning something to stone this time?
I'll tell you when I need you to.
Okay, make sure you do it before you roll.
Sure. What if, could the wizard snatch that gem with his crystal ball?
We don't know.
Yeah, but the gig would be up. Well, no, it's interplanar, so I should be able to, but the gig would be up right then and there. I could also cast off my scroll the invisibility 10-foot radius on the party. That will probably help.
Give us at least a surprise.
Yep. So I'm gonna have you all hug and cast. Get rid of my invisibility 10-foot radius.
And don't worry, Reggie. I give off as a cavalier an aura of protection from fear, so you don't need to be afraid.
Nice.
Yeah, really.
I think the paladin does that too, right?
Yeah, and mine is bigger.
Well said, sir. Very well
1
said.
foot was good enough.
Yeah.
So James,
right.
I will turn to the genie and I will say, I did not know that you wanted to be free.
Okay.
So go ahead and conduct this for us. Bring us in there, as you said, as we discussed, and you are free. You can stay with me and be an ally, or you can go off to wherever you need to go.
All right. So it wraps its body around the outside of the portal. It says, the lightning will not stop you. There are other magics on the portal.
Oh. Well, what are those?
I don't know. I'm not powerful enough to tell.
Wow.
Can you bypass those?
That's a fair question, it says. That one's a no. That one's a yes. It can bypass one of the 3.
Which is what?
It doesn't know what it is. It just knows that it can stop it from hurting you guys.
Got it.
Okay.
So we may all die anyway.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You always may
Does
die.
he sense how power what type of effects are those? Are those transformative or damage?
Ooh, that's an excellent question. He thinks one of them is transformative, but he has no idea what the other one is.
If that's true, I am also going to.
Is it a curse?
It might be.
What if we cast a spell curse on it?
Well, I can't do that, but I can add the globe of invulnerability so that level spell will be protected from.
Ooh, that'll be really irritating. Do you really think you can? You really think you can get all of your group into a 10-foot space?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, they can.
I will carry them.
There's hugging.
Think skinny.
Okay, if you say.
I will say armor up, and then cast my globe of invulnerability.
Okay.
All right, that's everything I got. I mean, that's
Is it time to go?
Yeah, let's do it.
We do it.
all right.
Okay.
We're gonna try step through for surprise.
Wait. Let's talk for 20 more minutes just to be sure.
Tell Anubis I shall slay this foe for him.
Yeah,
Watch
right.
that 20-minute conversation is going to be over in about 30 seconds.
Yeah, really. Is the wolf going with?
Oh.
Yeah, you said she goes everywhere.
Yep, she's coming.
Save your family.
I will have her.
He might want her to survive.
I will have her wait outside the portal.
Okay, very
and guard it for us.
It's going to be one lonely wolf.
Even better. Okay, so all of you jump in. Okay, every spell that was on you all is gone.
Bummer.
And we start with our good friend, the Cavalier.
All right.
Okay, you see a huge room. You see the drums. You don't see the two skeletons, but you hear the drums being beaten. Okay. And the wizard is now surprised to see you all. And he raises his staff, but can't do anything this melee round.
And we
start with the Cavalier.
I will declare the dragon as an enemy and attack.
The dragon.
That was the plan.
What are you using for a weapon?
I have my Khopesh.
Okay, it bounces. That takes us to Prometheus.
I throw the sword at the wizard and tell it to turn him to stone.
Okay, unfortunately, I have to do that. Okay, it doesn't work with the first strike. Okay. Which takes us to Weirdna.
Scream I have the power and cast Thunderlance to try and blow out the drum.
Okay, you destroy the drums utterly. And then
Why are you laughing, Bard?
The two giant skeletons turn to dust.
All right.
That takes us to Levi.
Well, I will go ahead and throw my vials of note the caution in the voice. I will throw the two vials of holy water in the direction of the wizard.
Nice.
Okay.
What's my ACM?
Okay, no, they hit, but they don't break, and they fall to the floor.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Takes us to Beyorus.
Everybody remember what they're supposed to do.
I'm supposed to bum rush the wizard, so that's what I do with my bastard sword.
Okay, you hit and your weapon bounces. Takes us to the Paladin.
I'm going after that dragon, and I'm using my mace. I'm going to smash its skull in.
Okay, very good. So, first to roll to hit. Armor class 2.
Well, I roll a 5.
Well, that just doesn't do it, my good friend. Which takes us to the powerful Bard.
I think I need to sing something to inspire y'all.
Oh my goodness, if there was ever a time to sing, this is the time.
So be brave, your companions, be ready, for against the undead we will fight. We'll triumph as one and drink when we're done. So good luck, and the undead we shall smite.
Good night!
That is so wonderful. Yes, well done. That's
we
another.
Heard that Greyhawk wants to rock.
That's another 75 experience points for you.
Woo!
That takes us to Morg.
All right, I'm gonna attack the dragon.
With what?
With the battle axe.
Okay, that bounces.
Oh, okay.
Okay, now it's its turn.
Right, so bladed weapons.
Okay. Oh, Drawn, did you get your attack in, buddy?
Not yet.
Would you please do that?
I love doing that. I'm going to cast Produce Flame.
Okay.
And let's see.
Who are you casting, or what are you casting it on?
The guy riding the dragon.
They're not great. You might hit several friends.
It's a spell, so shouldn't it be directed?
It'd be nice, but no.
Yeah. Then I will cast Spiritual Hammer instead at the same dude.
Very good, very good. And you're going to use it on the wizard.
Correct.
Okay, it bounces.
Oh, that's no fun.
Okay, and now its turn again. It likes... Boy, oh boy, I don't know why it likes the Bard so much. Bard, make a magic saving throw or be enslaved by the wizard.
She's invisible, though.
Enslavement is bad.
Yeah, well, not for me.
Bites.
You got a 20.
What'd you roll?
A 4.
A 4, very good. Okay, sing a really nasty, ugly song that's going to strip 4 points of damage from every single player.
Oh.
Not this again.
Graga raga undagaba dunga raga daga daga die die die.
Folks, that'll be available for a ringtone later this week.
Don't have
Okay.
to take me anywhere again.
And the wizard did that. Okay, so now it's you guys' turn, starting with Drawn.
All right, spiritual hammer didn't work.
Gotta break the globe.
So dispel magic
On what?
on the wizard.
Okay, it doesn't work.
Crap.
Takes us to the Cavalier.
All right, I will attack since it appears that bladed weapons will not work. I will attack it with my lance.
And you're attacking what?
The dragon.
Okay, let's see you hit. Armor class
I will
2.
show St. George what was up. All
Armor
right.
class 2. That's very good.
All right, I'm rolling. Plus, let me see, that's plus 4. I hit, but only barely.
Okay, do the damage.
Doing that right now.
1,000.
Wouldn't that be handy?
It's on foot, so 3d6 plus. Never mind me talking to myself.
Mm-hmm.
8 plus 7, so 15. Yes, I does the math.
And
Public school people.
And you chip the dragon. Takes us to the bold, powerful Prometheus.
I tell the sword to tell the wizard. I tell the sword to turn the wizard to stone.
Okay, roll it. Oh, and actually, I roll that save. Ooh,
Yes.
the wizard turns to stone.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, that takes us to Wordna.
I'm gonna look at the dragon and say energize and clap and polymorph other.
You're gonna try to polymorph the marble dragon.
I am.
Okay, doesn't work.
Okay.
Takes us to Drawn.
My hammer should be still active.
Yeah.
Try and hit it.
Okay, try.
16.
Oh, that's a good hit. How much damage?
17 points.
Wow.
That's with the what do you call it? The semi-cursed hammer.
Oh, there you go. Which takes us to Levi.
All right. Well, I'm down to 3/2 attacks, so I'll get my 2 first.
Uh-huh.
The first one I get a 8. It's +1, right? So 18
On the dragon.
on the dragon.
And using your hand.
I am actually gonna. Oh, that's a good point. You know what? I'm gonna use my staff and only take the one hit. So
Okay. So let's see if you hit and then do damage.
It was the so I don't get roll again. You mean?
Yes.
All right. I get a 15, which is hold on. Let me look. Against what AC?
2.
2. 15. I hit.
Okay. How much damage?
And 7.
So take 500 points of XP for doing the exact right thing.
Nice.
All right.
Using a blunt weapon.
Well, I don't know about that, buddy, but Beyorus.
I will try to attack the dragon.
With what?
With the bastard sword again.
It bounces.
All right.
It bounces.
Yep.
Takes us to the Paladin.
All right, let's try this again. I swing my mighty mace, and I hit armor class 1.
Okay, very good. How much damage?
10 points, sir.
Well done, sir.
Thank you.
Not just a pretty face, you. And then we have the powerful bard who now sings even better, a horrific song of death and destruction. And everybody takes 6. Why am I waiting?
Isn't he stoned?
The wizard is stoned. Yeah, you're exactly right.
Yes. So who enslaved her?
You haven't the slightest idea. but everybody's taking 6 more points of damage.
Aha.
Grunga Dunga.
You're too good
death.
at your job.
Grunga Dunga
These spells are
kill.
supposed to be used for good, not evil.
Grunga Dunga poison.
Welcome,
Grunga
welcome
Dunga
to my world, Veronica.
awfulness. Grungle Dunga Dunga Runga Dunga Dunga.
Please
You know,
say-
you guys all know pain like you've never known before. Which
Au
takes us,
contraire, we're married.
which takes us to Morg. Morg.
You're muted, Chaney.
Sorry. All right, I'm going to use my Warhammer
Oh, very good. On what?
on the dragon.
Okay, go ahead.
Let's see, 17 plus 4. So I rolled a 21
Ooh, nice hit.
to hit, and then a 3 and a 4. So 7.
Okay, one of its legs falls off.
Good job.
Well done.
Yeah, that was really well done. Well done. Okay. It's going to go after that one.
So did Gary ever let you aim your shots?
No, there was no aiming in AD&D. No hit location at all. Okay, that takes us to our good friend Drawn the Cleric, who now must make a save versus magic, or really good things happen for me.
You're on mute, Walt.
That happens to the best of us. I mean,
Yeah.
Veronica was on mute before. I just wanted to feel included. Let's see. Saving throws. Good
Throws
thing-
that save.
It's I hear Nick that all saving throws are magical.
All
Yeah.
saving throws are magical.
Exactly.
What am I saving against? Magic?
Yes, sir.
Sir. Oh man, you don't know me at all. An 18, so easily.
That's disgusting, if I have to say.
And-
That's how you D&D, Jim.
What's the armor class on this thing?
2.
2.
Ooh, this might be
But
rough.
it's not your turn. It's the
Oh.
Cavalier's turn.
All right.
Do we have time for a commercial for JR's book? Didn't we
Of
have-
course we do. Yes.
Yes.
So, are we doing? Are you doing your book, Nick?
I was going to do JR's or Jim's, whatever graphic we had. I'll do mine at the end.
All right.
You had graphic for Dragon Scales.
I
Yes,
did.
we have. Yeah, let's do that. Jim, tell us about Dragon Scales.
Dragon Scales, of course, is a fantasy role-playing game. It has its own Facebook page. And you go to firesidecreations.com to order a plethora of product. And basically, it uses a deck of playing cards. And the red cards are really good, and the black cards are really bad. And it's a nice set of fun rules. I'm writing the 3rd adventure in a big Undead War series, even as we speak. Thank you very much for asking.
Did you say Undead Whore or War? This certain group of the audience is going to go for Undead Whore.
Undead War.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Jeez.
And where can they get it? Dragonscales.com?
No, firesidecreations.com.
Okay, cool.
You can order the product. Please do.
All right, groovy. Thank you, guys. All right, back to the action. You were going to go ahead and say the dragon was dead?
No, I'm getting ready to kill it though. So
I'm
never
afraid
fear.
we've got lots to
Right
go.
on.
Okay, using your lance again.
I am because it seemed to work last time, and we
Okay.
all know Cavaliers prefer their
Your
lances.
lance shatters into 1,000,000 pieces.
But my attack hit, so I at least
Yeah.
do damage as it shatters.
No, indeed not. Which takes us Prometheus.
I'm disappointed in this lance. I want you to know that.
Well, you better get a better one next time. Jeez.
You know, you wouldn't have had this problem if you had just stayed the High Priest of Anubis and used a freaking mace.
I know, exactly right.
But
Couldn't
then
have
I
said
couldn't
that
have
better.
people like the Leo Vicarious and Knight of Barsoom make fun of how I say Kopesh.
Yeah,
and,
really.
and we have to think of the audience.
At least you're saying it right now, thank goodness.
Oh, they say it's supposed to be Hopesh. They're still correcting me.
That, of course, is wrong. Go
You
ahead.
know, speaking of Hopesh, well, it does. James, now that I retrieved my sword and talking with the very allied and good Fever, I'm looking around trying to see what I'm not seeing up, down, and all around in this room.
Well, there's 3 chests of treasure over in the corner,
Okay.
and it's you seem to be on an island,
Okay.
and the sword says there's gigantically deadly magics on the 3 chests.
Okay. But is there anyone else in this combat I'm not seeing?
He can't see anybody, but he can't speak for the water.
He can speak for the water?
He can't speak for what might be hiding in the water.
Oh, okay. Does he detect any magic items or anything out there?
There's definitely magic in the 3 chests, and there's definitely a transformational magic that will bring the wizard back in the next melee round.
Aha.
Aha.
I'm going to tell Drawn to redirect his attack on the statue of the wizard and to shatter it.
Okay,
that's what I'm going to do with
that's what you do on your turn.
I'm going to update the battle.
Okay, it takes us to Weirdna.
She-stem fenced her on the statue and try and blow it apart.
How much damage?
Like all that's necessary.
Yeah, wouldn't that be nice? You continue to be funnier than me.
28.
Doesn't do a thing.
Well, James, I did go to clown college.
Did you really go to clown college?
Kind of. I went to the Groundlings in Los Angeles, and that's
all right. Takes us to Drawn.
Wacky smashy statue.
On the statue, okay. Armor class 3.
A 4. Nope.
Okay. How much damage would your hammer have done?
Oh, because it hits the dragon?
No.
Oh. Could it hit the dragon?
No.
No. You're not working with me here, James.
I know, I'm not. I'm sorry.
Horace is disappointed.
Oh, boy.
It would have done 14.
Okay, very good. So let's see. You were at 36. You are now at 22, John.
Oh, it reflects back? That's unfortunate.
It seemed to reflect back on you. Yes, my good friend.
You know, you always say that good friend stuff, and then you whack the crap out of me.
It's just bad, isn't it?
The one time you wanted to roll low, and no.
Yeah. Levi, the monk.
All right. Well, I just rolled, and I hit with a 17.
You hit what?
The dragon.
Okay, 17. Do damage.
Obviously, this was with my staff from a distance. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
4 on the damage.
4 bold points.
Does the portal still exist, James?
Yes, it's there.
Okay, cool.
Takes us to the Paladin.
Well, no one's told me to stop hitting this dragon, so I'm going to hit this dragon.
Okay, with what are you using these days?
Oh, my mace, you know.
Okay, great. So go ahead.
I roll a 17, Sir Jim.
And how much damage would you normally have done until it was reflected against your own blood?
Oh, well, 0.
Very well said, Jason. You may
I
have
rolled a 4 on the 1d8.
Take 500 experience points for being clever.
Wait,
and
I'm clever and funny.
Yeah, okay, great. You're
Look
down
at me, look at me.
You're down to 40 hit points again, Jason. Which takes us to powerful, magnificent Bard, who has really come into her own now and has thought of a brutal song that could poison every single player in the game. She starts singing. Let us start with Drawn. Make your poison saving throw or go unconscious.
Yeah, easily.
Okay, that takes us to the Cavalier. Make your poison saving throw or go unconscious.
Pulling that up. Poison save. 10.
Area the 2.
I got an 18. Is it a natural 18? I'm sorry. Natural.
That takes us to Weirdna. Make your you got a magic save first, and then you got a poison save.
18.
Oh, geez, that's disgusting. Okay, Drawn already did his. Levi, poison saving throw or go unconscious.
I got a 12, which actually is enough.
Okay, very good. Does it enough for your new low level?
My new low level. Yes.
Okay, very good.
It was a 9.
All right. Takes us to Beyorus. Poison saving throw or go unconscious.
Failed it with an 8.
Okay, you go unconscious, my friend. Takes us to the Paladin.
A 17. I'm fine.
Oh, you're disgusting. Takes us to Morg.
So you need to roll a 7 to make it because you got a +1 plus the +5 for you, Morg.
Or higher on a d12.
Yep.
What
7,
you roll, Morg?
7 or higher. Yep.
I rolled a 12.
You rolled a 12.
Perfect.
Very good. All right. So the Bard gets a look of consternation on his face, and he pulls out this very strange black scroll that he really didn't want to use, but now he's going to use it. Which takes us to Drawn the Cleric.
All right, who gave the bard the scroll?
Someone knocked that scroll out of her hand or his hand.
I'm gonna whack at the statue again.
Okay, whack away.
I'm gonna channel full JR and say that I got a natural 19.
Oh,
which
that's wonderful.
Still allows me to hit it.
Yeah.
17 points.
17 points. You are down to
Even though I hit it?
Yeah. You're down to 5 hit points.
Dear Lord.
Well, you might say that, yes.
Maybe
That
we should
takes us
stop
to
hitting these things.
the Cavalier.
All right. Well, since my mace or my lance is broken, I shall pull out my horseman's flail and attack the dragon.
Ooh, Horseman's Flail. Okay, take a chop.
All right. So I'm swinging. All right. Let me figure out the stats. You breaking my weapons is making me pull out all the sheets, you know.
I don't know what to tell you.
All right. So I got a 19. So that's a hit. And then the damage for that is 1d4. You should have made the flail more powerful when you created them, you know.
I didn't create the flail.
All right, 3 plus 7. It's 10. I got 10.
You shatter the dragon into 1,000 pieces.
Huzzah!
Now is the bard back to the less psychotic?
The bard puts the bard puts the scroll away, and no one ever knows that he took it out.
All right.
Now, does that same kind of thing happen to when Prometheus uses poison? Because
No.
somehow everybody seems to know when he starts throwing down.
Well, yeah, that's because he makes it so obvious. He started hiding it, though. Didn't you hear this adventure? He said he put poison on the arrows, unknown to everybody else.
Surreptitious.
So to the casual gamer who is Veronica's sister, I just want you to know you did too good a job, clearly, of making her bard because it was hurting us.
Yeah, boy, if she would have read that next thing, boy, that would have been great.
All right, so we got some stuff to deal with. What are we gonna do with this wizard?
Is the sword still detecting the transformational magic?
Yes.
Shatter the wizard.
Am I still unconscious?
Yes.
I'll go to Beyorus and try and wake him up.
What are you doing?
You probably need some hit points, sir.
Yeah, well,
you are down to 5.
Yeah.
I will give him both of my healing potions.
No, you save those. You save those.
There's something out there, you know.
So
we need to shatter the wizard.
I know. I can use my big spell on it. I don't know if that'll work.
Take the 2 healing potions, Drow.
Who's Drow?
Yeah, who's Drow? You mean Drawn?
Drawn. All right.
Yeah.
Now they have something else to make fun of me for.
Okay, are you sucking down the 2 potions?
Yeah,
He is.
I'll do that, and then
2d8 plus 2, please.
I love that. Let's see.
And I'm scratching them off my sheet.
A 4 and a 5, so 9 total.
That sucks.
Oh wait, 2d8?
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. So 9 for the first one, and then 7 for the next one.
Okay, that's much better. 16 and 5 is 21 you're at now.
All right, and I'll try and wake up Beyorus.
And what are you using? Just slapping him?
No, I'm not gonna slap
Do we
him.
have smelling salts?
Isn't that cure poison or something?
Was he poisoned or was he?
Yes.
He was poisoned. The bard is really sorry. He says, "I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry."
I can lose 5 hit points, I think, to remove the poison by laying hands, or is that just on myself?
No, you could definitely fix the poison on him.
I'll go ahead and do that.
Okay, you go and do that once a week.
This is the week.
So Jason, there you go, being funnier than me again. I don't know.
I'm good for ratings.
I clearly need to charm you.
You have.
Okay, so Morg wakes up and he feels much better. He says, "Thank you all."
Don't thank them. I did it.
Yeah. So we have these 3 chests, and they have deadly magic on. You know that for sure. and the sword is pretty positive that there are some terrible things in the water around this little island.
I take out
So,
my
shouldn't we keep
tube of toxin, of deadly toxin.
The
that
poison,
you-
yes.
And I put it on the wizard's lips like chapstick.
You do?
No, I don't do it. I don't do it. Not gonna do it because it's gonna reflect on me, so I'm not gonna do it. Hey, you were gonna kill me.
Well, if the wizard potentially could come back, why
Yes.
not bury it underwater where he will drown when he returns?
Okay, the wizard could come back. In fact, you're pretty positive that the wizard will come back in 5 or 6 melee rounds.
So, Wordna, do you got anything to make this wizard go bye-bye?
Thank you.
I mean, we could just well, no, because when you hit the wizard, it bounces back.
No.
So I'm gonna turn to the chest real quick. What is this sword telling me about the chest?
So if we
they're viciously trapped with layers of magic, and there are definitely weird magical items in each chest, but you're pretty positive. It's pretty positive that some bad things will be summoned when anybody tries to unlock the chest.
Wait a minute. You also talked about an island or something? Are these things on an
You
island?
guys- you guys- You guys are on a little island, yeah.
Okay.
There's water around it, and then the chests are over on the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know that we need any magic that's going to create traps based on Drawn being pretty far down. And if this guy is coming back, we're going to have to decide, whatever's allowing him to reflect right now is probably not something we can take as a damaging point.
Can we just have our strongest members pick this statue up and huck it into the water?
Yeah,
really hard to
could.
cast spells when your lungs are filled.
Wait a minute. What about just setting this guy on fire with the holy oil?
It's a stone.
So?
Okay, how do you set a stone on fire?
The oil. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, great. Why don't you do that, Levi? Great idea. I applaud that thought.
Well, yeah, it's like, doesn't it do damage to him?
If I was a piece of granite and somebody threw fire on me, I don't think I'd be hurt at all.
But you say he's granite.
Yeah, he's granite. He's stone.
Okay,
Transmogrify him.
Yeah. Well, why can't?
I've tried that twice, and it's failed both times.
I wasn't paying attention. Too busy.
Yeah.
I mean, so I guess the question here is: normally, if you're truly stone, one of the things you do to break stone is heat it up and then throw water on top of it. So we could actually heat them up to a very high temperature with the oil,
we can heat
and then throw holy water on it.
Well, we've got a big ocean. We could just throw buckets of cold seawater.
As long as there's no monsters in the ocean, but yeah.
But he's reflecting damage, so you might be burning yourself.
Right. Whatever he's got on him that's doing that is.
But if we're not the ones who's doing it, you're actually just lighting him on fire. We're not physically doing anything other than lighting a match.
I mean, you want to take that chance?
Yeah. I don't know.
Is Felix in our crowd? Does he have a suggestion?
Felix hasn't come back.
Okay. No Felix. And our good friend Drawn is muted.
Oh, sorry. What happened? Sorry.
Is Twitch saying anything useful for you guys?
Let's see. They're saying that the bard looks like she has an idea.
Okay. Actually,
how about that black scroll at the wizard?
Wait. Hold on.
The Vikings.
Yeah.
No. Hold on. You said that she can make the horn work like no one else.
Yes.
If we stuff cotton in our ears, can she use sound to shatter the stone?
You don't know?
I'd like to try that, Jim. I'd like to buy a vowel.
So does the bard want to take out the black scroll that she knows is extremely powerful and try to use it on the wizard, or does she want to blow her horn and have the eight Vikings fight the wizard, or does she want to take her little hatchet out and chop on the wizard herself? Hisself.
We don't know about the scroll. What does the scroll do?
Yeah.
Yeah, she knows.
She does.
Yeah. It was a scroll. It was a scroll that she took from an evil temple a long time ago when she was just a first level. When he was just a first level bard.
Have nothing to do with it. Evil.
Vetoed.
No. My thought is, I've already inflicted enough damage on the rest of everyone.
Wasn't your fault, of course. Wasn't your fault.
I say you use music to conquer.
Yeah, use what you've got.
Yep. I think the horn.
Find that nice wine tone and blow it to smithereens.
The chat is saying that you have a guest prerogative here. You could just use the scroll. They're going like huge devil's advocate.
They also want us all to die.
Yes, I was going to say, note the crowd usually wants us to die.
Yeah.
Right. The caveat is, if I'm going to blow this horn, technically, I know that, or I've been told, not that I know, I've been told that it'll summon 8 Vikings I could direct toward this
statue.
Wizard.
Yes.
However, if I want to, there could be other things that happen. I don't know. So
yes.
I would ask that everybody else stand behind me, because that cone of sonic whatever, we don't need to do any more.
Yeah, that's not a problem for anybody. They all love standing behind you. But now, do we use the scroll that you're pretty positive will do the job, or do we use the 8 Vikings that might be killed in the effort to destroy the wizard?
Go for the scroll.
I vote the scroll.
I vote not the scroll.
I'm standing behind Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, Bard, come on, it's up to you.
Okay,
Scroll. What could go wrong?
All right, well, I guess we got to get this taken care of, so we're going to go for the scroll.
Okay, very good.
It's the logical thing to do.
You take out the scroll, you say, everybody back up as far as you can, and they go back as far as they can on this little tiny island. And then you start singing these unpronounceable words, and every single syllable hurts the whole group except for you. All right? So as you're singing, you put it on mute again. You can't be muted.
No.
Okay, very good. As you're singing, you're turning the statue into a black pile of jelly. Everybody takes 10 points of damage from the words that you're singing out there, except for you, of course.
Even if we stuffed cloth in our ears?
Even if you did wax and cloth and magic things was used, you all take 10 points of damage, and the stoned wizard turns into a black pile of jelly. And in the pile is this huge fist-sized spinel cat's eye gem.
So the chat wants Reggie to eat the goo for lunch.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Nothing
sure that's
unclean has ever touched my lips.
Exactly.
Didn't he have a crystal staff too?
Yeah, Jim, is the crystal staff still there?
Of course, it's turned into black jelly. Of course.
Oh.
And of course the gem is sitting in the goo, and she finishes the song, and you guys all take massive amounts of damage, and she's successful in her effort to destroy the wizard.
Well
Huzzah!
done, Bard! Huzzah!
Huzzah! The best guest star ever.
The best guest star ever.
Sorry, Reggie.
I think
that was the worst song I've ever heard.
Even Baby Shark.
That's 2,000 more experience points for the Bard.
I think we're going to need to wrap the show there, because we always wrap it 2 hours and 5 minutes, and we can deal with the after effects and the chests and tell everybody about that next week. But I think Jason and I would like to say, on behalf of Galaxy's Edge, which is the premier science fiction space marine series out there, we are very happy to have presented this show to you today, and we just thank you for coming along. Walt, take us out.
I love taking us out. So just wanted to say thank you again for the chat. We had quite a roundtable today in there, and I don't know what it is with you guys and throwing people. There's something going on here. There might need therapy. But anyway, thanks for coming again, and thanks for everybody watching. Sci-fi writers playing old school D&D. Real quick, we wanted to touch on Old Man in the Wasteland. Nick, can you give us 30 seconds?
It was the first book that I wrote. You can get it for $3.99 on Kindle, and it's basically Fallout meets Hemingway. You'll have a good time. I sold about 100,000 copies of that when it first came out. It's a really fun book. Thank you for checking it out. Also, check out Galaxy's Edge. Get started with Legionnaire. Or if you're a big fan of The Mandalorian, go in and read Tyrus Rex, Contracts and Terminations. Especially if you're a dog lover, get to the third book.
Yes. Yeah, and please help me wrangle my dog. He needs discipline.
Balder seems like he's been a problem child today.
Oh God, he found a ball that he lost, and now he's like all over the house with it. He might have punched me someplace unseemly a little while ago, but we don't talk about such nice things on air. And instead, we're going to say thank you and join us next time when we swing some swords, cast some spells, dodge some curses, and hopefully avoid the hammer of Jim the Judge Dread Ward as we play old school D&D.